down. Good morning. After taking a moment to rest our eyes, those of us assigned to the expedition team left for the base. There were 8 of us in all: Moko, Dadomi, Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kulala, Hiroko, and me. We were cautioned against using Tsubasa's and Shoma's class weapons to make the journey easier. We'd be in for a fight when we got to the base, so we needed to preserve our hemoanima as much as possible. I'm glad that they actually specified that, because it would make sense to just use the mecha or use the jeep to get there faster, I guess. But according to Siri and Nigo, class weapons weren't capable of that kind of extended use anyway. Our only option was to run. Night fell. Dawn broke. And even as everything fell dark again, we just kept going. Maybe that was an exaggeration, but aside from some short breaks for food, we really did just keep running. An overwhelming amount of time passed, and before I knew it, it was the start of another day. Suddenly I realized the sky was light again. It must have fallen asleep while I was running. Everybody else seemed just as dazed, constantly moving their legs even as they grew limp and weak. Right as I opened my eyes, Hiroko, who was leading the charge, called out. "We're here." We stopped and made our way to the top of a nearby hill to survey the situation. What we saw there was... After some quick recon, we snuck into a nearby storm drain. Getting here was really tiring, wasn't it? For real, not even a real killing game could make me feel this close to death. Can we just rest for a second? I can barely move a muscle. No, we don't have time. You cold-blooded psycho? She's eviler than a homicidal mastermind. Just to confirm, we're going to fight the enemies in the base, right? Isn't it obvious? It's not like if we ask politely for their QB liquid, they'll just hand it over with a smile. Huh? You've all heard about the enemy intel, right? Yeah! Right, Hiroko told us on the way here. Hiroko had explained to everyone what she heard from Siri and the others. The name of the commander is Quinzel. He flies around the sky, right? So annoying. Not with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears. Why? Can't you make it now? This particular weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode. I see, that makes complete sense then. One last thing, there's no revivals in this battle, so be careful. Right, without the school bus, we'd never make it back to the infirmary in time. Exactly, so if things look shaky, retreat immediately, got it? Everyone nodded in silence. Their faces looked tense. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
to it.
It's not over yet. He's coming.
Him? It's Quinzale!
What the hell is that line? It's Quinzale!
He's here. Just like a moth fluttering around a bonfire in summer. All right, cover me. I need to focus on crafting this artillery. Hello, Earth to peasants! Am I talking to myself here? It's an honor to be tasked with protecting somebody as noble as me.
Everybody, Kurata's right.
See? He gets it.
No, I mean, forget about honor or nobility or whatever. Just cover her.
Understood. Got it. It's set. Told you it wouldn't take long.
He freaking survived!
Naughty Kurara! You broke your promise! I never said this would kill him! I just said it would knock him down!
Less bickering, more fighting.
Okay, here goes. Wretches!
The pain. It hurts. Why? Why would you do something so cruel?
You're asking us? And why do you?
Suddenly, Quinzale broke off and stared at something behind us, far off on the horizon.
Oh, a UFO!
Huh? Where?
Everyone turned to look. I was so caught up in the moment that I did too.
Huh? I don't see no UFO.
Don't tell me.
We turned back around, but it was too late. During those precious few seconds, the defeated commander had disappeared completely.
He?
Run away?
Looks like it.
With that idiotic trick? Not even a kid would have fallen for that.
And yet, we did fall for it.
So you're saying we're dumber than a bunch of little kids.
I found it! It's here!
Shoma's voice echoed throughout the base. We all followed the sound. Shoma, did you really find it? Yes, in a storage room in the back. Then let's see it. At Gaku's urging, Shoma pulled it out from behind his back. No doubt about it, that's QB liquid. Yahoo! We did it! We can use this to get rid of the particle bacteria, right? Yep, completely and thoroughly. Good work, Shoma. Great work. I didn't know you had it in you, Shoma. Now we can take a break. I don't think so. We don't even have time to stand still, let alone sit down and rest. Huh?
Oh?
We only have 2 days left. If it's going to take us 32 hours to get back, we won't arrive until tomorrow night. And I'm assuming you're all too tired to run at the same speed as we did on our way here. That means we'll be racing against the clock. If we really push ourselves, we might make it by the morning after tomorrow. But silence, servant. Servant? Let's just get going. The others are counting on us. Hiroko started making her way outside the base. The rest of us could only sigh. That Hiroko, it's just like I said. She's a cold-blooded psycho. With that, we all staggered after her. Sire said that we wouldn't be able to use, like, our class weapons, because that's what her Jeep is. It's not class armor, it's the weapon. We wouldn't be able to use it for any long duration of time. All we could do was drag our exhausted bodies back to the academy, one step at a time. My consciousness was so hazy that I felt like I was running inside a nightmare. My legs were out of strength. I imagined they were just two withered ancient tree trunks attached to my body. Morning finally came. The sun set. And even as night came again, we never stopped. What we were doing by that point could hardly be called running. Even walking would have been too generous a description. My body felt like it wasn't mine anymore. It was like I was having an out-of-body experience. Suddenly, I heard a voice. The date is about to change. I had no idea who said it. For all I knew, I might have said it without realizing. Feeling blurry and hazy, we crossed over into a new day. I forgot to take my medicine. I'll be right back. Yeah, because the bus is all screwed up from the bacteria, they had to run to the base and run back. And supposedly using the Jeep or the mecha for long periods of time would not be advisable. It would not be possible even, supposedly. Just like Hiroko predicted, we finally arrived at the academy on the morning of day 42. You guys, I hardly know what to say in a situation like this. Welcome back just isn't enough. You've returned safely. I was so worried that my heart almost broke.
Oh.
My dear sister and I prayed for you every day. Damn it, the hell is this? Some kind of salty shit coming out of my eyes. Me too, my eyes are squirting. The defense team all looked genuinely happy to see us back. We appreciated that, but all we could muster was a dry laugh. So about that QB liquid. You found it, right? Tsubasa weakly lifted her arms to bring it out. Woohoo! Hey, nice work! I knew you could do it. Thank you so much, everybody. They showered us with applause, cheers, and praise. Smiles stretched across every face, and some even started leaping with joy. Now, Miss Kawana, I hate to ask you so soon after your return, but... Do you think you could get started on dealing with the bacteria? Tsubasa looked completely drained. Her hollow eyes stared into nothing as she answered. Fine, but I can't do it alone. I need everyone's help. Looks like we made it in time. Good thing the school has replication machines. Thanks to that, we managed to synthesize a large quantity of undiluted QB liquid. We divided the QB liquid among ourselves and sprayed it all over every last inch of the school. Of course, we gave the school bus in the parking lot a thorough going over as well. That should clear out the particle bacteria. There's no chance of it spreading now. But what about the bus? It's still a corroded mess. I guess I'll just have to figure something out.
You gonna repair it?
Yeah, I did this kind of thing plenty at Grandpa's garage. What a relief.
Yum, yum, yum.
And now, Kawana, if you don't mind, I need you to... Someone kicked Sirie as hard as they could before he could finish his demand. Honorable Sirie, sir! Nigo ran over to comfort his fallen superior. Who would do such a thing? I looked around to find the culprit, only to see that everyone else was looking at me. Apparently, I was the one who kicked him. It had all happened unconsciously. Sorry, Sirie. I'm so tired I'm losing my sense of reason. Sirie does not appear to be listening, I fear. Yeah, he's out like a light. Is everything okay? I mean, with you, Takumi? Isn't the bomb inside of you supposed to go off if you even lay a finger on Sirie? It's probably fine. It's for comic relief. It's okay. I agree. After all, Takumi might have laid something on him. But it wasn't a finger. It was a foot. After that, we immediately parted ways. The others headed back to their rooms, but Hiroko lingered behind to speak to me. Looks like we've solved our particle bacteria problem, in this timeline anyway. Yeah, we should give some QB liquid to the hunt timeline too. The next time the blood space waves will be high enough is day 45. We'll be able to leap then between 5 and 11 a.m. It will still be a while until we can get to the hunt timeline. I hope the damage hasn't spread too badly by then. Me too, but there's something else we have to do first. Are you talking about the psychosis book? We'll resume our search tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be our last day, actually. Right, we only have 10% of the books left to check. Hiroko gave a firm nod. Well then, it's all in your hands. With that, she left and headed for her own room. I staggered and wobbled back to my room. When I lay my worn-out husk of a body down, I was greeted by intense drowsiness. I have no idea what happened after that. A second later, I was completely unconscious. Excuse me. It's evening, Takumi. How long do you plan on sleeping? You're too old to act like this.
Hey!
I'm literally a teenager. And in case you forgot, we ran 2 marathons, fought a battle in the end, or in between, and had to hose the school down with QB liquid as soon as we got back. I'm dying from lack of sleep here. Keep it down. We're in a library. Who cares? Nobody's even here. I'm here. Are you blind or something? Didn't I just tell you to quiet down, smooth brain? You're yelling too. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. Same to you. After a short rest, Hiroko spoke solemnly. All right, let's get started for real this time. We spent what felt like an eternity there in the library in silence. My head was empty and capable of independent thought. We were just staring at the light of the lamp dangling from the ceiling, transfixed. I had no idea how much time had passed, but then I heard the announcement.
Eddie, make sure you get some... Well then.
Silence washed over the cold, vast space once more. Neither of us said a word. We continued to stand there, stunned. After some time, Hiroko finally spoke. Let's head back. I tried to answer, but my mouth was too dry to move. There's no sense in lingering. The book wasn't in here after all. It might be out there somewhere beyond the wall of fire, but I have no idea how we'd find it. There's no libraries or bookstores out there. It would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Does that mean we're going to have to give up on the book and find another way out of the loop? With that, Hiroko slipped out of the room. I felt something dark in the pit of my chest. I couldn't even muster a sigh.
Get ready. Be ready to get.
I wasn't over what happened yesterday. The black lump was still stuck in my chest. But we still had more than 50 days until day 100. We'd be sure to find a way to break out of the loop by then. I firmly reminded myself of this fact and decided to walk around the school like normal. Actually, we should see if there's unique dialogue if Hiruko's around. Oh my god, she's on the opposite end. The opposite side. We're going to have to give up on the book and find another way out of the cursed cycle.
Game start!
The sunset and the scenery turned dark and dusky. A similar phenomenon was happening in my chest. I couldn't stop thinking about the loop. Was there really a way out of it? As I was mulling it over, I realized I wasn't alone. Ava, did you need something? There is something I wish to report to you. Mr. Sumino, you said you were looking for a book called Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I did. What about it? I think I may have figured it out. Where that book is, I mean. What? I was just talking to Mr. Ginzaki, and somehow we ended up on the subject of Mr. Outski. Excuse me. Yes, Eito has been locked up in that room ever since day 9. Pardon my asking this, but is he doing all right? How is his emotional well-being? I give him meals regularly. He always seems the same as ever. He's actually pretty fond of that place. He told me it's quiet and relaxing. He even said it's perfect for reading. For reading? Yes, I bring him books with his meals. He asked me for something to read, so I just grabbed a few from the library. If I might ask, was there a book titled Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis in your selection? Yes, there was. I remember it because of that weird, complicated title. Why do you want to know? Ava, thank you! I gave her a short and sweet thanks before sprinting outside. Hiroko, come with me. What is it? I know where the book is. We thundered down the stairs, through the halls, and into the capsule room. Let me guess, you finally figured it out. Where did you put that book? I've got it right here. Eito pulled the book out of his jacket. I ripped it out of his clutches. I looked over the cover. There it was, the title I'd wanted to see for so long. Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis. Unfortunately. What the? All of the pages are ripped out. What happened to them? Do you know anything about goats? I've been told more than once that I look like one. Don't tell me. That's right, I ate them. You gave me so little food. I was so hungry, I couldn't help myself. Hiroko and I searched the room from top to bottom. We even frisked Eito just in case he was hiding anything on him. But there wasn't so much as a single page, not a single paragraph of the book remaining. How does he go poop? Do they take him to the bathroom occasionally? How did he know about the book? I don't know if it was just by fate or what, but Shoma's been bringing him books, so he has something to do while he's in prison, quote unquote. Did you read it? You did, didn't you? Why did you think I asked if you had finally figured it out? There was information relevant to a situation in there. You knew we'd show for it eventually. Isn't that right? That's not all. I gave you a hint on day 36 as well. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel that you might be interested in. So there was information about the time loop in that book. Eito, tell us everything. What exactly was written in it? Have your hippocampi rotted away? I said I wouldn't tell you anything until you apologize to me. And not just Takumi, I'm including you too now, Hiruko. That's called joint liability. Why don't you two get on your knees, put your foreheads to the ground, and lick the floor while you grovel? We're so sorry, Eito. You don't deserve this. Then maybe, just maybe.
Hey!
There's no way we're doing any of that. Well, then I guess we're done here. You're going to have to repeat these same pointless 100 days forever and ever. 100 years, 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. It'll just keep going for all of eternity. Well, maybe that's not so bad in its own way. It's the same as being immortal in a sense. On second thought, I'm actually a little jealous of you. So envious that I might have to sleep it off for a while. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Sleep tight, you two. It was still before dawn. Hidoko and I had come to the lab for the first time in a long while. Okay, I'm all done configuring the machine. Everything's ready. Now we just have to wait for 5 a.m. And the QB liquid? Got it right here. I asked Tsubasa to give me a little extra. By the way, what do we do about Eito? Are we going to force him to tell us what he knows? Somehow? That would be a waste of time. Torture doesn't work on his type. Then what do we do? Hidoko wrapped her knuckles against her brow as she answered. Let's think on it. We still have time, and right now we need to focus on the leap at hand. Our goal isn't anything too complicated this time. We just have to get the QB liquid to Tsubasa in the hunt timeline. But it's possible somebody might slip and crack his head somewhere along the line, isn't it? The next time the bloodscape waves will surge is day 50. There's a battle on day 47, so we can't afford to linger under any circumstances. Don't worry, I won't screw up like that again. Then go ahead and work your magic. 5 a.m. on the dot. Clad in our leap suits, we slammed the red button and jumped onto the platform. All right, let's go. It's light out. The morning announcement hasn't played yet, but someone might wake up early and come over here. Let's proceed with caution. Don't make a sound. Got it. First, we head for Takumi 4's room. Huh? Shouldn't we go straight to Tsubasa? Looking like this, when she wakes up and screams in our faces, then what? But why do we need to go to Takumi 4's room? I need you to become Takumi 4 again. Then you can give the QB liquid to Tsubasa and explain how you got it. Explain it how? Just make something up. But if Takumi 4 wakes up while you're at it, we'll have a mess on our hands. That's why. We quietly infiltrated Takumi 4's room. He was still sleeping. Hidoko sidled up to him, and with a reckless amount of force, stabbed him with the hypodermic needle.
Can't you be a little gentler when you do that? Even if he's from another timeline, he's still me.
I know. And that's why I did it like that. More importantly, change clothes and get to Tsubasa. I'll take your suit and head for the capsule room.
What do we do about him?
We leave him here and go. The anesthetic I used is more powerful than the one from last time. He'll be out for a whole day. We've got nothing to worry about.
We stepped out of Takumi 4's room. I gave my leap suit to Hidoko, who wished me luck and vanished inside the school. I watched her leave before I headed to Tsubasa's room. I rang the doorbell and Tsubasa opened the door, sleepily rubbing her eyelids. What is it? It's so early. Sorry, but I have something to give you. I pulled the QB liquid out of my pocket and handed it to Tsubasa. No way, this is QB liquid, but how? Where did you get this? I snuck out to do some extra exploring last night and found it then. Where? Oh, geez, where was it again? It was so dark I couldn't really see. Well, whatever. What matters is we can use this to get rid of the particle bacteria. Thank you, Takumi. You're seriously the best. What a relief. Now all of you can leave this place on day 100 too. Huh? What do you mean, all of you? Aren't you going to get in the pod with us? Oh no, that's not what I meant. I was going to blow the lid off the whole operation if I kept talking. There's only one way out. Well, good luck with everything. I turned and tried to leave Tsubasa behind, but... Wait, aren't you going to help? I have an errand I need to deal with. You can ask the others though, right? Wow, heartless much? I'm kind of offended. Maybe I'll just disable a shower and toilet in your room. Tsubasa started marching over to my room. I panicked and tried to stop her. Wait! We had until 11 a.m. to leap back to our timeline. It was only 6:30 a.m. now, so I still had time. Fine, you win. I'll help you. Great, then let's get right to it. I think this is like the Tsubasa romance route. Not like the romance route, but this is when they're a pair, right? Phew, finally done. That should have wiped out the particle bacteria. Thanks, Takumi, you really saved us. I scratched the tip of my nose. This hangar was the only place affected by the bacteria, right? Yeah, for now, but just to be sure, I'll spray it all around the school later. I can use the replicator in the biolab to increase our stock on QB liquid. How about the escape pod repairs? I'll just have to give it a shot. It looks like it's going to be a serious task, though. When I was spraying the liquid just now, I got inside the pod from a gap in the corroded external wall. And from there, I saw the control system is a mess. I'll need to replace everything, including the circuit board. I don't really know anything about that stuff, but it sounds like a lot of work. Yes, there's one circuit board. But there is one good thing. If we replace the control system circuit board, we'll be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room. From the war room, manually. Yeah. So we could escape the school without waiting for day 100? Exactly, but it's going to take at least 50 days to fully repair it, even if I work at top speed. So I'd be done by day 95 at the earliest. That barely changes anything. Can't the others help you out with some of it? There's plenty that could do, but I can't really ask them for help right now. We're smack dab in the middle of the invader hunt, after all. Huh? I can hardly ask the members we're up against, you know? Hold on, I thought the invader hunt was over. Huh? What are you saying? It got back on track a while back. Ever since the real sponsor showed up on day 33. What? The sponsor is still alive? Yeah, Tsubasa said the one that got killed on day 31 was a spare. Then Kako G's still out there. Right. Which means she's likely hiding somewhere inside the school. If I was looking for a place to hide in the school without being found, our eyes met. Underground. The hidden room. We descended the stairs to the basement. Just as we'd suspected, someone was there. But it wasn't who we were expecting. Eito! What are you doing here? Eito stared at Hiroko in her leap suit and nodded as if something had just clicked for him. I see, you must be Hiroko. I recognize the voice. Identifying people by their voice rather than their appearance is something of a forte of mine. The leap-suited voice changes, but Hiroko's was turned off at that point, because everyone looks like hideous monsters to you. Oh, you know about that. I can't say I'm surprised. Those suits tell me you have experience jumping to other timelines. And Hiroko, you don't belong in this timeline, do you? The Hiroko from this timeline is already dead. You're here from some other timeline. That's where you learned about my secret. The same probably goes for you, Takumi. Hiroko being alive and well doesn't seem to bother you at all. Which means the two of you jumped from the same timeline, didn't you? So what if we did? I was just thinking out loud. After all, you're the same as us. You don't belong to this timeline either. The Eito in this timeline had his cryptoglobin absorbed by Takumi on day 2. How despicably cruel. Even if this isn't my timeline, that's hard to forgive. You must be from the Box of Calamity timeline. You jumped from it on day 36, didn't you?
Oh.
Box of Calamity, is that what you're calling it? You're probably right. I imagine that is the timeline I came from. I escaped the school, wandered the streets, and by chance stumbled on some sort of laboratory. I decided to tinker with the machinery there, and before I knew it, I was here. There's no way that happened just by chance. Oh, but it did. It's not so surprising considering my specialist skill. Special fortune telling. Ato nodded slowly. Fine, we'll say it was a coincidence. Let me ask you something. Are you the sponsor of the Invader Hunt? No matter the timeline, you're still just as dense. The Invader Hunt started on day 26. How could I sponsor the game when I only arrived on day 36? Then the real sponsor must be... Kakoji. Oh, do you two know who it is? Not answering, Well, so be it. I'm not interested in the sponsor anyway. Then what are you doing here? Why are you here? I wanted to read. Read? Why would you do that? You don't know why someone would read? You're terminally stupid, I fear. I read to satisfy my intellectual hunger. There's so much I want to know. About humanity, about space, about the laws of physics that govern it all, and of course, about the mystery behind my own existence. You two are completely unrelated to my timeline, so allow me to confess in full. I do want to point out, like, the fact he ate paper in the other route makes me wonder if there's a link to Retsnum. Deep down, I wanted to see people the way you see them, purely as a matter of intellectual curiosity. So I started reading all kinds of books to find a way to make it happen. Unfortunately, it seems there really is some kind of glitch in my brain. So long as I have that, I won't be able to perceive people the way you do. Sad, isn't it? Shall we cry about it together? All I want is to be friends. Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again in the truest sense of the word. I suppose there was no point in asking. You don't believe me, do you? I'll just have to disappear, I suppose. Disappear? Don't tell me. Exactly. See you around. The very next second, Ato pulled something out of his pocket. He threw it straight at us. Instantly, the object exploded. I didn't have time to close my eyes or plug my ears. Stun grenade. I murmured my brief realization before losing consciousness. I don't believe him when he says he just stumbled on the place.
Adam troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 40s. Prepare to be ready to give your...
I'm trying to think in general too. I don't know. I actually don't think Ato's as much of a villain. I mean, like, obviously he does a bunch of bad stuff across the board, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. He does bad stuff in other timelines, but he does have the potential to actually be an ally. So I don't think he's lying there. I do think he's lying about the, I do think he's lying about not, knowing about the lab and just being able to stumble out of the Box of Calamity timeline.
You certainly sleep hard. Maybe it's an after effect of leap damage.
This is my room, right? Are we back in steady fundamental?
Of course. And who do you think you have to thank for that?
Don't tell me. Again.
So we weren't in a suit when he threw the stun grenade, and Hideko probably prioritized Takumi's safety. She was in a suit, though.
I seriously considered just abandoning you this time. But I knew I'd miss having an errand boy, so I carried you back.
Was it a stun grenade that went off? Were you all right?
I was wearing my leap suit, so I took almost no damage.
I sat up and got out of bed. What happened after that? After the light subsided, 803 was gone. 3? He was the 80 from the Box of Calamity timeline. The versions of us in that timeline are Hideko 3 and Takumi 3, right? I figured the same could apply to him. I see. So 803 got away. I tried to chase him, but you were already incontinent and laid out. Don't you mean inanimate? We were also running out of time to make the leap, so I had to give up on 803. Hideko sighed deeply. We have to do something. Kakoji is in that timeline too. That's true, but let's set it aside for a moment. There's someone I want to introduce you to first. Huh? Who? This is the infirmary. That chair. It's the Dolmetic Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy device, the new and improved version. So who did you want to introduce me to? We're ready for you. Come on out. At Hideko's word, someone stepped out from inside the Revival-matic. What? Eito! I instinctively balled up my fists and squared up. It's okay, he's on our side now. On our side? Just to be absolutely clear, this is this timeline's Eito. In other words, Eito 1. You lit him out of the capsule room? Yes. Why? Don't be so alarmed, Takumi. I've been completely reborn. I didn't understand. I looked at Hideko for an explanation. Do you remember what 803 said in the Hunt timeline? Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again in the truest sense of the word.
Oh?
That gave me an idea. The cerebral glitch repair program. Exactly. But I figured that wouldn't be enough to get rid of the bone-deep contempt he had for humanity. So you used the Dolmetic thing?
Oh.
Yes, with Sire Nigo's permission, of course. Originally, this machine couldn't be used on Special Defense Unit members, but thanks to my improvements on its design, I was able to use it on Eito. And thanks to Hideko, I'm as you see me now. Well, I suppose I don't look any different, but my mind feels like it's been thoroughly cleansed. And what do we look like to you? How can I explain it? To start with, Hideko looks like an intellectual, refined woman of great beauty. On the other hand, Takumi, you look like a half-rotted cherry tomato that's been left in the back of a refrigerator too long. He's still glitched! That was a joke. In truth, you're a beautiful young man with a dignified face full of courage and passion. Well, maybe I've said too much. At any rate, appearance is something that can only be described subjectively. What I see and what you see are not necessarily the same. But at the very least, I no longer have the psychological aversion to your appearance that I used to. To put it simply, in my eyes, you all look truly beautiful. There's your explanation. You really don't feel hatred for us or the rest of humanity now? That's right. So we can trust you now. I swear you can, on my life. Then tell us about the book. What did you read in it? Exactly what you'd expect. It covers the history and examples of the time loop phenomenon. Excuse me. Ugh. I had a coffee this morning, but I did not have enough caffeine, so I had a soda as well. It also did get pills down, so now I'm burping. It covers the history and examples of the time loop phenomenon, as well as some scientific considerations. We want to know how to get out of the time loop. Was there anything about that? There was. You jumped into the past from day 100 to day 2, right? The loop was triggered by that first trip back in time. Once force is applied to an object, it will continue to move at the same speed until additional external force is applied. That's the law of inertia. Without friction and resistance, a spinning top would continue to spin forever. A pendulum continues to swing from side to side. A weighted spring continues to move up and down. That's exactly what your situation is like. Enough explaining. Get to the conclusion. How do we break out of the loop? The best way to explain it is the example of the spring. You two are the weight on the spring. Time moves down from day 2 to day 100, but it can't progress any further. The restoring force of the spring brings it back to day 2. So how do we cut loose from the spring? Do we increase the weight? Precisely. But how do we do that?
Hey.
Let me get straight to the point. It all comes down to the lives of the Special Defense Unit. Their lives. Indeed, the weight here is the weight of life itself. In short, if all the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100, the sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop. Hiroko and I were silent. 3 seconds later, I shouted out loud. Yes, we can finally break free of the time loop! We just have to keep everyone in this timeline alive. That's no problem at all. Everyone's survival was one of my goals anyway. Even without this information, we were going to protect everyone anyway. Well, we have a definite objective now, so I'm grateful for that. Our friend's survival is directly linked to our escape from the loop. This situation just got much simpler. I looked right into Eito's eyes as I spoke. Thank you, Eito. I'm going to trust you for now. For now? Well, that's good enough, I guess. It's hard to regain lost trust. I'll do everything I can to support you until you can trust me unconditionally. Day 46 ended in excitement, or rather, it didn't. Tomorrow, day 47, we'd face another defensive battle. Hiroko and I had something we needed to do before that, and that was... Everyone gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. I think one person dies in this route. And that's Ava. So that's why the romance route isn't feasible. And Darumi's dead in the coming of age route. Oh, actually, way more people than just Darumi. Whoops. Lots of people are dead. No, Ava and Shoma are both dead. Wait, actually, hold on. Yeah. And in the Box of Calamity, or Box of Blessings route, Ava's also dead. I think Ava is essential to the ending. So even though there's a good route where Darumi and Kyoshika are revived, they're still missing one person. But yeah, I already have a bad feeling that this means we lose people in this route, and Takumi and Hiroko have to send off the survivors to the other route so they can complete the ending 100. So this is fucked, man. This is such a... Well, I don't know. Who knows? It's sad, though, because... it's potentially... Oh, and don't forget about the baby. That's the other thing, too. Shion is also another member of the route, and Shion doesn't survive in most of these routes. Shion dies when the... And so that's the critical thing. Every single time they lift off, or if they don't lift off, and the missiles fire, it kills everyone, right? So mystery route, everyone's alive, including the baby. So I have a feeling that this is actually, I think this is an Isla Somnium Files 2 ending, if you will. I don't want to spoil that, but like the true ending of I2 is like super, I don't know, you feel cheated. Even though you get everything you want, you feel cheated, intentionally cheated. And I think that's what they're going for this route too. Like they escape the loop, but it's with like a really imperfect ending. So, for instance, this Takumi killed a Gaku. What number is this? Takumi 2? I don't recall. I think it's Takumi 2. So Takumi 2 kills Gaku, whether or not he remembers it. A bunch of people end up dying. A bunch of people are forced to murder each other. And then you get like these quote unquote innocent versions, if you will, from, I'm assuming, the steady fundamental timeline. So I'm guessing that Kako's going to die. Oh, wait, no, who's alive? I'm guessing Ima's going to die in this timeline at some point. Ava's going to die. Basically, everyone that's dead here will come from the SF timeline, with the exception, who knows, maybe Hiroko and Takumi basically have to stay behind. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really like worried about the ending now. Everyone gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. Just checking on one last time. Are we really gonna let that whack job Eito fight with us? We spent 3 hours going over this last night. We heard your arguments against it, but in the end, you all agreed to this.
Well, you two sounded so confident.
You were so passionate, it was like you were spitting fire. It just felt right to trust you.
If a gutter dweller like me is permitted to say so, Eito does seem different from before somehow.
That's right, his aura before was poopy brown, but now it's a shining poppy red. Thank you, although I'm not quite sure if that was a compliment. Besides, you heard what Sirei said. Right, if Eito does anything even a little threatening, he'll detonate the bomb inside of him.
Oh, did I say that?
You did, sir.
Oh, sure, I'll take your word for it. I was sleepy then. I don't really remember.
This is a new picture of Sirei. For the love of murder, are you feeling okay? Like I said last night, I'll follow our captain's lead. I agree. As do I. I personally am quite opposed. Huh? Introducing a new character now will just take attention away from me. I want everyone's praise and adoration. I want everyone to fawn over me. I'll toss you a frisbee later. Then I'm on board. Thank you, everyone. Ava's right. I am a new character on the battlefield. So I'll give it my all to fight for you. Then maybe you'll fawn over me after the battle. Eito flashed a carefree smile. It was infectious. Soon, all of us were smiling. Well, then, the enemy will be here any moment now. So, Nigo, if you will.
Got it. I'll cue the music.
What's with this freaky old Enka song?
It's a folk song, right? I kind of like it.
We went over the reason for the song choice already, so no need to talk about that again. Budget reasons. 2 commanders will attack this time, Turam, Tommy, and New Gank. The former manipulates sound waves. She'll try to pull us into a hallucination by playing frequencies inaudible to human ears. To prevent that, we have to play a particular piece of music that includes waveforms and anti-phase to hers. That's the folk song you're hearing now. By playing this song in advance, the enemy's sound waves will be canceled out, which means no hallucinations. Isn't that right, Sirei?
Perfect recap, Shizuhara. Couldn't have said it better myself.
As we discussed our strategy...
Intruder alert. Defend...
What the hell? Ain't they kind of early?
I thought you said the enemy would attack after the morning announcement.
That is weird. Well, we're past wake-up time now.
Could it have something to do with how we redirected the entire announcement system to play the song?
In that case, we might be in trouble.
Trouble? How?
And the morning announcement didn't play.
There might be something wrong with the intruder alert, too.
I knew it.
What do we do? The enemy's already breached the wall. We need to do something quick. Takumi.
Got it.
I nodded firmly. Everybody, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out. This is the reason they do this is because almost every scenario that we fight this enemy in, they're already at the defense towers or whatever, the barrier generators. Why don't we put them outside of the barrier? So they're just accommodating for this so they can use the same battle instead of, you know... Yeah, instead of having like a completely new battle and map and whatnot.
Nice! Now you won't have to worry about those auditory attacks!
I'll just turn off the music.
Well then, everyone, the rest is up to you!
Wallop those nasty invaders! Let the show begin! Just when I thought we'd finally put that first one in her place!
That must be the time reversal we heard so much about.
C-Ray and Nigo warned us about this, but it's even more a pain than I could have guessed. We best save ourselves some trouble and take out that new gang first.
If we don't, this battle will never end.
All right, everyone. Let's show these guys what we can do and end them!
This is my specialty! A show especially for you! Hi-ya! Here I go!
Everyone, this is horrible. The school is...
It's okay, keep it together. C-Ray told us about this trick too.
Right. It's just an illusion. Once we beat Tur and Tammy, it should go back to normal.
Isn't it against the rules for them to tag team us like this?
Shoma was right. We need to deal with New Gang first.
Okay, here goes.
The battle was over. With Tur and Tommy defeated, we could see the school as it really was again. But our relief was short-lived.
Huh? Where's Tur and Tammy?
New Gang's gone too!
They just ran off together.
They were holding each other for support. Why didn't you say anything?
Well, they looked so sad, hobbling off like that.
That was enough for me. I had a good idea of what the twins were thinking. They could probably see themselves in those two commanders as they helped one another.
Whatever. I don't feel like chasing after them to finish them off.
They were so completely covered in wounds. Their organs and bones will be in tatters by now. I doubt they'll show up here again.
Then is it time for the usual? I think so.
All right. Ready? And go!
Special Defense Unit.
Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Everybody's voices resounded loudly. The moment there was silence, Nozomi spoke.
That's not fair, Takumi! I'm the one who usually leads the chants. But Sir Takumi is our leader.
He probably should have been the one saying it the whole time.
Fine. I'll let you do it from now on. But a little advice? You have to do the ready and go! Like you really mean it. Put some spirit into it.
Such detail!
I didn't know she put so much thought into it.
Everyone giggles as they looked at Nozomi. She blinked innocently a few times.
By the way, when does the fawning I was hoping for start?
Mr. Aotsuki, did you really contribute to the battle that much?
Come on, I definitely did. Didn't you see?
Well, you just have to wait.
Our next defensive battle is in 10 days. So I suggest you start training for that.
Now that's unfair.
We watched Eito slump his shoulders in disappointment, and everyone burst into laughter. Ha 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 ha! Eito was truly one of us now. There was no way he'd betray us again. The bashful but bright smile on Eito's face was more than genuine enough to convince me of that. I bolted upright and looked around me. This is my room. My body was freezing. A cold sweat soaked every inch of me. Was that a dream? No, that wasn't it. I'd experienced something like this many times before. This must be the same kind of thing, which meant it's something that happened in another timeline. I headed over to see Hiruko and gave her a rundown of what I'd just remembered. She nodded in silence and led me to our usual spot.
Oh.
Actually, I had a vision of the same events just before I woke up. But that's not possible. What I just saw was from the Hunt timeline. We lost you on day 30 of that timeline. So there's no way you'd know what happened after that. See what you will, but I saw what I saw.
Oh.
I do get the feeling it wasn't something I saw firsthand, though. It felt more like something I had heard from somebody else was playing out inside my head.
Oh.
Maybe I jumped to day 100 of the Hunt timeline somewhere along the way. Then someone told me what happened in that timeline, and after that my consciousness jumped back to day 2 when I lost the memory. And you just regained it now. That's one possible explanation anyway. As usual, we continued our discussion after changing locations. What's more important are the specifics of what we just saw. Yeah. First of all, Kakoji is still going to self-destruct soon. But her death won't stop the invader hunt because Eito 3 will take her place as the game's sponsor. We'll have more casualties, and finally on day 93.
The survivors will launch a last-ditch attack against Veshness, and all of them will die.
I wish we could help them. Do you think there's anything we can do? Let's give it some thought. We still have 2 days until we can leap again. This covers another point where we saw, people in suits. This is where we get knocked out, I think. Takumi gets knocked out after celebrating the death of the sponsor. I parted ways with Hiruko, headed for the cafeteria and gobbled down some toast before going back to my room.
Huh?
Okay, as much as I'm worried about the Hunt timeline, I still have things to get done in this one. Oh wait, before I do this.
Huh?
Move out!
At night, we got a report just after dinner. Tsubasa had finished repairing the school bus. The moment we heard the news, we made our way to the parking lot. There we saw... Wow, Tsubasa, this is amazing.
You got the wheels back in perfect shape.
Actually, isn't it even shinier than it was before? A girl could get jealous. What moisturizer do I need to use for that kind of dewy sheen? Frankly, I'm stunned. You completely killed it. Oh, this was nothing. Then perhaps you'd be willing to fix a rotten heap of junk like myself? I think that's above my pay grade. Kyoshka, stop salivating over the muffler, you deviant. I swear I wasn't looking. I tinkered with the engine while I was at it, so I think it'll go faster than before. Awesome, let's test it out by turning Gaku into Fender Ketchup. What? Why me? Oh, I am jealous. I want to be praised too. Me too.
This must have been so much work, Kawana.
Thank you for all your efforts. I'll give you a collectible superhero eraser as a reward. I can't really see myself needing that.
Thank you, Tsubasa. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, come on, guys. Good work deserves to be praised. I'd like to offer you my thanks as well. You too, Hiroko? You're making me blush. We continued to shower praise on Tsubasa until late, all the time, laughter echoing nonstop throughout the parking lot.
Be ready to get...
I finished breakfast and returned to my room. I couldn't get the hunt timeline out of my mind. If we didn't do something, everyone there would die. We had to do something, I just didn't know what. Tomorrow, we'll go to the hunt timeline. We can figure it out then. I remembered this to myself and decided to make my usual rounds.
Move out! Huh? What do you mean we can't jump to the hunt timeline?
Oh?
You didn't see me around the school during the day, did you? That's because I was in the lab doing maintenance on the PLM. While I was doing that, I realized someone locked the machine in the hunt timeline. Don't tell me, 803. It's highly likely. We're the only ones who know he's there. It would be a problem for him if we showed up again. So he stopped us from going back to that timeline? Probably. I can't say for sure when he did it. But it must have been between day 45 when he first saw us and day 49.
Oh.
Whenever it was, the lock will only be removed after 50 days have passed. That means day 95 at the earliest. Wait, am I crazy? Am I forgetting? I thought it was the Invader Hunt timeline where we knock out Takumi, like, outside of the rec room. Huh, I don't recall. And everyone in that timeline gets wiped out on day 93. In other words, we won't make it. Yes, unfortunately. We sat there stunned for a while. They might not have been from our timeline, but all our friends were going to die. I'd spoken to the versions of them in that timeline. I'd spent an especially long time with Tsubasa. Those memories came rushing back. In my mind, I saw her bubbly smile. How much longer would she be able to smile like that? I clenched my fists tightly, infuriated at my inability to help her. So, okay, I'm curious now. Because I want to double check. This is the timeline Wait, is it Killing Game timeline? Where, Oh, no, I'm thinking of this timeline. I'm thinking of the Killing Game timeline. Wait, where is the Invader Hunt timeline? Is it? Isn't it? Is it the Killing Game timeline? It is, right? I don't, man, dude, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going crazy, maybe. Because okay, yeah, because she calls it Mystery Hunt, so it's Killing Game, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, join the Invader Hunt. Yes. Okay. All right. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going crazy. So that choice happens if you try to sacrifice the baby, basically, right? Yeah. So. We get the option to save the baby after day 92. So apparently, I don't know. I'm assuming that has to just be there. Yeah, I don't know. But this is the ending where everyone dies, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why it doesn't play out until the end, but... Because we keep it a secret, basically. But Shion figures it, overhears us making this plan. So, I wasn't under the impression we made an influence there, but... Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of a different route. But yeah, there's some point in time where we have to knock out Takumi when he's going off to celebrate his party with his friends. He's going to get, like, party supplies. I have no idea what that route is anymore, though. That was pretty early, I think, in our playthrough. I clenched my fist tightly, infuriated at my inability to help her. I understand how you feel. But what's more important is that we protect everyone in this timeline.
In short, if all of the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100, the sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this only because it's our way out of the time loop. I know, our priorities are still the same. We have to make it to 10 a.m. on day 100, all of us alive and happy. Right, let's focus on what we can do to make that happen. It's not that complicated, is it? We just have to keep winning our defensive battles. All the way to day 100? Yeah, are you saying there's some other way? Hiruko's gaze slowly shifted up.
If we went up there, we wouldn't have to fight.
The artificial satellite?
Wouldn't that be safer? It would boost our chances of survival much more than staying here.
But how would we get there? The escape pod won't activate until day 100. I'm aware of that. We can't go flying into the vacuum of space if we rip the door off either. We can't forget about the pod. How then? We can try calling for rescue. Huh?
Oh.
We'll use the distress signal transmitter. The maximum cargo of the rescue craft is 2 tons, more than enough for all 16 of us. What? Didn't we go over this before? We need to input 9 out of the 10 liver mortis codes from Team 1 to boot that machine. And those codes only show up when a unit member is truly dead, so that would mean at least 9 deaths. Wait, hold on. Are you suggesting what I think you are? I think so.
Of course. Nobody has to actually die. We can just get the codes from other timelines.
It's a good idea, but it's not the most pleasant means of getting things done. It would mean we'd be using the deaths of our friends in other timelines for the sake of our own survival. That's true. But we wouldn't be killing anyone or allowing them to be killed either. We'd go after versions of them that were already dead. Just looking at the backs of those we never could have done anything for. I'm sure they'd forgive us. Yeah, I sure hope so. Think about it, Takumi. This would be for the sake of saving everyone in this timeline. Yeah, I get that. Alright, whose liver mortis codes do we need? I already saw 5 of them in the mystery timeline. Let's review them first. Tsubasa, her liver mortis code was 2, right? I sifted through my memories of the mystery timeline and gave her a firm nod. The other 4 were in Kakoji's scrapbook. Eito's was 8, Gaku's 0, Kako's 9, and Shoma's was 3. Where does that leave us? There's 5 people left from Team 1. Darumi, Ima, Takemaru, myself, and me. Anyway, we need to find just 4 of those liver mortis codes. Then we can activate the distress signal transmitter and the 16 of us can get onto the rescue craft.
Once that's done, we'll all go to the artificial satellite together.
Are there any timelines where 4 of them are dead right now? I don't think so. There isn't even one where 2 or 3 of them are dead. I guess we'll just have to check different timelines one by one. Indeed. We should probably go and find Darumi's liver mortis code tomorrow. You remember, don't you? She's killed in the battle against Veshnes in some timelines. We'll jump to the Coming of Age timeline, which branches off from that event. Coming of Age timeline? You don't remember it, so I doubt there's any point in explaining. It's a timeline that plays out like some kind of teen drama, like, wow, the teenage dream, you know what I mean? I had no idea what she was trying to tell me. Hiruko stared into the distance, eyes narrowed with a kind of wistful yearning. We should head back soon. You know when we can leap tomorrow, right? Yeah, I just checked the device. Our window's between 7:30 and 11:10 p.m. I'll head to the lab in the morning. I still have some maintenance to finish. You'll come to the lab alone by 7 o'clock or else. She left before I could respond as usual. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. We might be able to get there before long. All we needed was 4 more liver mortis codes. As I thought about that, I found it hard to calm the thumping in my chest. I stretched my hand toward the satellite and clasped my fingers into my palm as if I could somehow catch it in my grasp.
Get your in order. I'll give them to you in person.
Wait, this is the gifts.
So come fun.
We're finally going to get gifts. Okay, does everyone have one now?
Everyone except Miss Chizuhara.
Okay, oh, that's fine. She went out to explore early this morning. I gave her hers before she left. Just a lame medal. Oh, wait, no, we have received these before. I think I might be allergic to this cheap metal plating. When was recycling day again?
You can't throw them out.
Yeah, in case you didn't notice, you've just been bestowed medals of great honor. Honor my ass. Hey everyone, why don't we have a party tonight? Party? Yes, to celebrate the halfway point.
Now you're speaking my language, bro.
I'm up for that. Me too. Count me in. One after another, everyone expressed their approval of the idea. Well, Takumi, I was unsure how to respond. I wouldn't be there that night. I had to jump to the coming-of-age timeline, but I couldn't come out and say that, so... Yeah, of course. I'll let Hiroko know about it, too. That settles it. Tonight we'll have a halfway to 100 party.
Sounds good, but the name's kind of mid, ain't it?
Then how about we call it a hump day party? I am picking up what you are putting down, Miss Amamiya.
No.
That does sound kind of fun. Sure, why not? Sire, Nigu, you don't mind, do you? Nigo, rather.
Well, the next defensive battle is on day 57, so okay, I'll grant you special permission.
But no freaking, no grinding, and no throwing it back. Yeah, Kyoshika, don't bring your sword to this one. I would never freak or grind with the Holy Jumonji sword. We spent the morning and afternoon preparing for the party. I knew I wasn't going to be able to participate, but I was also in no place to refuse, so I helped out too. As the day wore on, the sun sank steadily west in the sky. It was 5:40 p.m. I still had some time until I had to meet Hiroko, but I didn't want to get yelled at for being late, so I decided to leave the school and head to the lab early. I stepped into the entrance hall. Sire and Nigo were there, almost as if they'd been waiting for me.
Another late night with Shizuhara, huh, Sumino?
You know the rules about relationships between students. No heavy petting. That's not what's going on. We'll be back before the day is over, so there shouldn't be a problem.
What about the hump day party?
You're not going to attend? No, sorry. Do me a favor and come up with an excuse for me.
You're a real loose cannon, pal. Although I admit you're the one keeping our operation running smoothly.
We're yet to experience a single fatality, and you even managed to get Mr. Outsky to cooperate with us.
So for now, we'll let your egregious behavior slide. Normally, I'd have to execute you for this kind of stuff, you know?
I'm so sorry and so grateful for your generosity and understanding. He didn't mean that at all.
Still, I never would have guessed the cerebral glitch repair program could be used like that. You managed to fix Outsky's defect and successfully use the domenic therapy on him, too. Sounds like Shizuhara's handiwork more than yours, but it was still a brilliant idea.
You're the one who created the program, sir. I think you're the true brains here.
Oh, is that right? I mean, of course. Only a 300 IQ genius like me could ever make such a thing.
Nigo, the thumb drive you gave Hiroko must have a copy of the program on it, right? Huh? I never made any copies.
Me neither.
Actually, I don't recall giving Miss Hiroko any thumb drive in the first place.
Aha!
Yeah, there was only ever one of those.
What does that mean? On the night of day 16, Hiroko and I leapt to the killer zombie timeline. We had two goals back then. Preventing the death of Hiroko 2 and purging the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain. We succeeded in saving Hiroko 2 but failed to capture Takumi 2. I got cornered by him, fell out of the bathroom window, and got knocked unconscious. The next thing I knew, it was day 17. When I woke up back in my room in this timeline, Hiroko told me.
Treating Takumi 2. That's been taken care of too. I actually had 2 thumb drives. Nigo gave me an extra one as a spare. I gave it to Hiroko too. I revealed myself to her and explained everything. She injected Takumi too with anesthetic and used the repair program I'd given her to treat him.
This should come to no surprise. When I was editing, what would have been like 3 streams before this one or whatever, and we were revisiting the ending where Hiroko is confronting Takumi G, I guess you could call him. She brings up trying to heal him or treat him, but when she does that, she talks about it being a syringe. It's like a syringe filled with some sort of,
treatment thing. I'm assuming it's like a gi. It's like something to kill the gi inside of him, right? But obviously that's not going to work against the metadata of the gi infesting Takumi. So yeah, we already kind of suspected and knew that like she was aware of some parts of this, right? I don't suspect Hiroko to be like malicious though. I think she understands more about what's going on than we do though. As in, I think she already has the foresight that this route's going down the shitter. Could it be she lied to me? She never gave Hiroko 2 the thumb drive, which would mean in that timeline Takumi 2 is...
He's still infected with the gi data.
I see, so Siria and Nigo exposed my secret. Well, it's true, I never gave Hiroko 2 a thumb drive. What? But why would you lie to me?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. Why the hell not? Do you have any idea what you've done? If we'd fixed Takumi 2, then... Ava wouldn't have had to die on day 25. And we could have prevented Moko's death on day 43. Hiroko remained silent. Her face was screwed up slightly, and she was staring at her feet. Fine, if you can't tell me why, that's all there is to it. We only have 5 minutes until we can leap anyway. But if you really can't tell me, you have to let me choose the next timeline we leap to instead. Where are you planning to go?
Hey!
Isn't it obvious? The serial killer timeline. I'm going to erase the gi data from Takumi 2's brain. If we don't do something, everyone except you will end up being killed. There's no other place for that timeline to go. Just more branches that end with Takumi 2 murdering everyone. So you want to create a new branching path? Yes, we're going to create a timeline where nobody else has to get killed. A future where everyone who's left can live out a happy life. What if I refuse to go with you? I need that thumb drive of yours to fix Takumi 2, but there's only one, so... Are you going to take it from me by force? Takumi, you promised me last night. You said we'd go to the coming-of-age timeline and find Dotomi's liver mortis code. Remember what you said our top priority was? Making it to 10 a.m. on day 100 in this timeline together and happy. The surest way to do that is to go find those 4 liver mortis codes and call the rescue craft. We'll have a greater chance of survival if we go to the artificial satellite. As a result, we'll finally be freed of this time loop. Hiroko's words helped me regain my composure a little. What she was saying made complete sense. The versions of our friends in this timeline are our top priority, and even if I did manage to fix the serial killer timeline's Takumi, it wouldn't erase the branch of that timeline where he never got cured. A timeline where Takumi 2 killed everyone would still exist somewhere in blood space. Knowing that there was there any point in fixing him, one rail would still be covered in flames, no matter what I did. But then I thought about what Hiroko had told me before.
Of course, one of them is still destined to burn in hellfire. There's no changing that. But it's better than if we'd never added that second line at all. At least this gives the passengers a 1 in 2 chance at happiness.
I sincerely apologize for lying. I was obviously in the wrong. Wait, I thought the QB liquid fixed the escape pod? Our escape pod is fine as is. What they need the liver mortis codes is to unlock the use of the escape pod prior to day 100. In spite of everything I just said, I'll let you make the final decision. You lead, I'll follow. I'll keep my mouth shut and cooperate with whatever you want to do. I thought about it. Should we go to the coming-of-age timeline to find Dotomi's liver mortis code? Or should we go to the serial killer timeline to fix Takumi 2? After a lot of agonizing, I came to a conclusion. I've decided. I think you might be right. So we're going to the coming-of-age timeline. I nodded listlessly. This doesn't mean I don't feel anything for everyone in the serial killer timeline. I am super curious here. Is there a branch on the slasher timeline at 50? I don't recall. There is not. Interesting. But what matters to me most is everyone here in this one. You don't have to explain. I know how much it pained you to make this choice. Takumi, this is the right choice. We won't regret it. No, I won't let it cause us any regret. Hideko placed her hand on my shoulder, and I felt some of the tension in my chest ease up. 7:40 p.m. It's been 10 minutes since the leap window opened. In order to regain the time we lost, we steadily put our leap suits and configured the machine. And then...
No.
Here we go. All right, we've made it to the school, but we can't afford to linger. Why not? We have until 11:10 p.m. That's plenty of... Have you forgotten what we came here to do? Look at the code on Dotomi's back, right? Yes, on her dead body. And where do you think that body is? I don't remember anything about this timeline. You should still know, Dotomi was killed in the battle against Veshness on day 9. That day is the start of this timeline in the Box of Calamity timeline. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us buried her. Now that you remember, you know what we have to do.
We're going to dig up her grave.
Do we have any other option? That's why I said we couldn't linger.
But...
I understand your reservation. I don't want to do this either. But our hands are tied. We have to do this if we want to go to the artificial satellite.
Okay.
I grabbed a nearby shovel, shut my eyes tightly, and drove it into the ground. Hideko and I started to dig in silence. With each shovelful of dirt, there was a searing ache in my chest. Eventually, we saw Dotomi's body in the dirt. She was drained of her cryptoglobe, leaving behind nothing but a blackened mummy. It was tragic to look at. My heart felt like it was about to burst. I averted my eyes.
Do this. She fought valiantly to protect all of us in this timeline. Her body is the embodiment of all of the nobility and sacredness of that act. It would be rude of us to look away.
I bit my lip and gave a small nod, looking back down at Dotomi.
I'm sorry, Dotomi. I'm going to have to move you a little. We're doing this so you can live on elsewhere. So please, forgive us.
Hideko apologized as she lifted up the body and turned it around. On the back was a single number.
Does that say 5?
Could we not pay the artist enough to show us a blackened or like a mummy instead of nice clear skin?
Seems so.
They even say she's like mummified. Damn it. We carefully restored Dotomi's grave.
Thank you, Dotomi.
Please, rest in peace.
We pressed our palms together as we said goodbye to her, then quietly took our leave.
Get ready, prepare to be ready to give your life.
I made my way to the cafeteria for breakfast. When I got there, I saw everyone but Sirei and Nigo. Takumi, how many times is this now, man? Yeah, would you kindly stop disappearing all of a sudden, Captain?
We went over this last night, didn't we? Takumi went to the city ruins to destroy some enemy recon devices. Isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't sure why Eito was covering for me, but I decided I'd better go, just go with the flow, excuse me. Hideko, you went off exploring and never came back. What were you up to? Well, You met up with Takumi in the city, right? Then you finished the mission together. Yes, exactly. Mr. Sumino, at least say something before you take off. Yeah, we would have helped you destroy those devices. There weren't that many of them, so there was no need for us to send a huge group. I think Takumi was just trying to be considerate when he decided to go alone. He didn't want to ruin our plans for the Hump Day party. That's why he did it. But in the end, the Hump Day party was canceled. Huh? You and Hideko were gone. There was no point in doing it without you.
I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen.
No, you had something to deal with, although I guess you don't need forgiveness from this degenerate trash heap. But I'm seething. If you want my forgiveness, you'll have to play Russian roulette with me. Hearing Dodomi say that brought tears to my eyes. It reminded me of her as I saw her last night. And here she was, right in front of me, alive. I couldn't stop the emotions from surging inside of me as I thought about it. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's not good for my mental state. Okay, then let us all enjoy some Russian roulette. Ava, do you know what Russian roulette is? Yes, of course. Miss Kawana can just soup up the wheel so it goes full tilt. Mesdames et messieurs, place your bets. Oh, for the love of murder. Thanks to Eito's cover story, Hideko and I weren't questioned any further. Everyone ate breakfast together and left the cafeteria. The only ones left behind were Hideko, Eito, and myself. Sorry about that, Eito. Thanks for the help. Yes, thanks to you, we somehow managed to explain our way out of things. But why that story? Takumi, you vanished right before the Hump Day party, right? I thought if I didn't say anything, everyone would get upset and go looking for you. Then your clandestine activities would be interrupted. So I said what I said to appease everybody. Did you know what we were doing last night? Nothing specific. I had a vague notion you might be leaping to another timeline, though. I told Eito about the parallel leaping, by the way. Oh, right. I know all about your little secret. I know better than anyone that your objective is to keep everyone alive. So that's why you covered for us. I told you before, right? I'll do everything it takes to regain your trust. That's why I came up with that story. I left Hideko and Eito and returned to my room. Then I started my usual rounds. Hey there, Hideko. What are you reading?
Oh.
Just a book about different creatures' habitats and behavior. I thought it might give me some clues to help fight the invaders. I'm not sure I see the connection. The invaders might be vaguely human-shaped, but they're basically just animals. If I can understand animals better, maybe I can think of more efficient ways to kill those monsters too. She's really making the best use of her time between battles. I'd better do the same. Animal. Is she on the exact opposite side of the building again? A floor, I guess, rather. I was just looking at the statue. It's good for the soul to appreciate a beautiful work of art, isn't it? Isn't that the Sengoku warrior with boxing gloves? I gazed at the statue with Hideko. After spending some time together, you understand Hideko better now. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for the wait.
Huh?
I had a feeling you were here. We don't need to arrange meetings anymore, do we? If we have something to talk about, we can just come here. Does that sound good? I nodded. By the way, have you looked at your device yet? Not yet. What? You don't care when we'll get our next liver mortis code? Not really, it's just... Then look now, you'll be surprised. I pulled out the device and looked at the screen. I saw the numbers on the display and... Are you serious? 12:05 to 12:35 on day 74. Yes, that's the next time the blood space waves will surge. That's more than 20 days from now. That's right. The liver mortis codes we know right now are Tsubasa 2, 808, Maruko 0, Kako 9, Shoma 3, and as we saw last night, Doremi 5. That's a total of 6. But we need 9 codes in all. So we need to wait until day 74 until we can go find the other 3? Unfortunately, you're still not quite right. It's likely impossible we'll be able to get any on day 74. We only have 30 minutes to leap on that day. It takes longer than that to get from the lab to the school. Even if we sprint, it's not possible. Hiroko nodded with a deep sigh. When do the blood space waves increase after that? That's not on the device yet, so we have no idea. Either way, our goal stays the same. We need to get to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. Whether that ends up happening on day 80 or day 90. Well, even if we leave with only 10 days left, it beats being stuck here. Then let's stay focused, Takumi. For now, we can continue our school routine as usual until day 74. Things will be fine. Don't worry about the defensive battles. We know exactly who will attack us and when. At the very least, we can be sure no one's going to die permanently on the battlefield. Of course, I'm not going to let them. I'll protect them on the battlefield or anywhere else. Well said, Captain. I expect great things from you. The artificial satellite suspended in the night sky seemed just a bit further away than usual. But I couldn't let things get me down. I narrowed my eyes and cast a sharp gaze at the satellite and its cold glint. For 4 days, I lived out my school life like I always did, as per Hiroko's advice. I laughed and trained with everyone and sometimes got into arguments too, but we didn't experience any serious issues and time ticked away in relative peace. There was nothing we could do about the liver mortis codes until the blood space waves peaked again. I allowed myself to temporarily forget about that and focused on living as normal a life as possible. Day 56 came to an end. Day 57 would soon be upon us, the day of the next enemy attack.
Is everyone set?
You've all drilled the details of your next foe into your heads, right? The commander's name is Zendaya, right? Excuse me, are you stupid or something? It's Zanzibar. You're both wrong, it's Zenta. And she has the ability to make copies of people. Moko had no idea what the ability did to her the first time I went through all of this.
I found myself almost slipping up and telling her, but stopped myself just in time.
Sounds like a real pain in the ass.
It's fine, we have nothing to worry about. This time, Zenta will show up with her factory settings, for lack of better words. The hell does that mean? Hideko must have been trying to explain that Zenta would show up as herself rather than a copy of one of us. At any rate, I doubt she'll be more of a problem than any other commander. So long as we're careful not to get copied, we should be able to win with ease. Or so Sire and Nigo told me yesterday. Yes, exactly.
So true, she got it word for word. When's the enemy gonna be here again?
Right after our wake-up call.
Although we've disabled the announcement for today. Why is that?
Well, you're all up anyway.
So there's really no sense in playing the announcement.
Nigo had barely finished speaking when it started.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I don't think I'll ever get used to this alarm. You'll be fine. The Tsukumo twins are by your side.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
That's one problem dealt with.
Now we just have to defeat their commander, Zendaya.
I told you, it's Zanzibar!
It's Zenta!
Never mind her name. We must simply kill her.
Here we go.
I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
With those final words, something strange happened to Zenta's body. Boom.
What was that?
Did she self-destruct? I think she did!
That bitch couldn't fight for shit.
Yeah, she wasn't worth getting sick over.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Exactly! We managed to defeat her!
Everyone nodded in sync, though they all seemed dumbfounded by the abrupt end to the battle.
By the way, how did you like my moves, everyone?
I saw signs of effort, but it was nothing to write home about.
Ava, why are you so hard on me?
Because you irritate me.
Cut right to the bone with that one.
Anyway, since we've won our fight, why don't we do our thing?
Oh, you're not usually so eager, Shoma.
Sorry. I went and opened my gaping sewer hole of a mouth.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, snap out of it, Takumi. That's your cue.
Oh, right. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
And so ended our defensive battle. The next attack would be on day 63. We'd be fine if we could just keep this up. We had nothing to worry about. We patted each other on the shoulders and returned to the school with a spring in our steps. Another 4 days passed quietly, like the calm after a storm. Nothing exciting happened. If I had to mention something, I guess it would be that the spice blend in Kulala's curry was extra hot. It upset Shoma's stomach, leading to a somewhat explosive situation. We had to do some thorough cleaning afterwards. Other than that, nothing of serious significance happened, and the days went by almost too peacefully. I was honestly starting to forget about the livor mortis codes. If things kept going like this, there may be no real reason to go looking for them after all. I got the feeling we might be able to manage the last 38 days without doing anything too special. As long as we kept holding strong against the enemy attacks anyway. We were due for another battle soon, tomorrow on the morning of day 63. It's okay, things will turn out fine for us again. I reassured myself, crawled into bed, and fell asleep. Oh, is this all the information there is on the enemy?
Yes, it doesn't seem like there will be any commander this time.
So we're just going to fight a bunch of weaklings? That's right.
Man, that's hardly even a real battle.
Nevertheless, it won't be without its challenges. Challenges? The cannon fodder they sent this time, they talk. They'll scream for help or call for their mothers as they attack. That does sound challenging. What's the big deal? Isn't it more fun to kill them when they're crying for their mommies? Yes, that is the greatest pleasure of all. Oh, for the love of murder, there's something seriously wrong with you two. You're one to talk. Shouldn't we just avoid listening to them? How do we do that? Oh, we could yell over them. If we're all screaming, we'll drown them out. But what should we yell? If we just make noises, we might still hear what they're saying. Then why don't we yell the multiplication tables? Multiplication tables? It's pretty basic math. We are at a school after all. That's a great idea. Let's give it a shot. Yes, truly an ingenious scheme. I think I can tell where this is going. And then it happened.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Look who finally decided to show their ugly mugs.
Okay, guys, let's do the special defense unit move out.
It's true. I can hear them. I can hear them talking. Ah, I cannot get enough of this. It's making me hot and bothered. I cannot believe I get to kill them while listening to their pathetic cries.
It feels amazing, doesn't it? Let's just ignore those two.
Everybody else, stick to the plan. Here goes. Starting with 2.
2 times 1 is 2.
Help me!
2 times 2 is 4.
2 times 3 is 6.
2 times 4 is 51!
I saw it coming from a mile away.
Mommy! Save me!
I don't want to fight. Help me! No, I don't want to fight. Oh my
We finished with them before we were even done with 6.
We're not done yet. There's another wave.
Guess I'm gonna have to face the challenge of the 7 times table.
Gaku, don't tell me you can't do math either.
Shut up! 7 is easy peasy.
Anyway, just ignore what they're saying, guys. Here goes.
I don't want to fight.
No!
Yeah! Take that, you freaking small fry!
That was a piece of cake.
Oh, are we done already?
I kinda wish there were more.
Absolutely not. I've had quite enough of multiplication.
If another wave shows up, we'll have to start multiplying double-digit numbers.
No! Please! Mercy!
Everyone burst into laughter.
Anyway, seeing as we won... Right. It's time.
Take it away, Captain.
Got it. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
37 days left. I felt sure that things were really going to work out. We just had to keep going. But unbeknownst to me, somewhere in the shadows, things were starting to come apart. Little by little, it would start to gnaw at us. Over the past 2 days, everyone had gotten less communicative. Whenever someone did speak up, it was to make fun of someone or to make a cutting remark. It wasn't anything like our usual joking. There was no affection to it. It seemed like everyone just wanted to take out their frustrations on the people around them. I didn't know why it was happening, but we had been living together in the same place for over 65 days. It seemed natural enough that all the stress had been building up might come out as resentment. The matter of the livor mortis codes was still on hold. Hiroko and I hadn't decided which timeline we'd jump to on day 74. We'd only have 30 minutes anyway. We couldn't get to the school from the lab and back again in such a short time. Still, it felt like a waste to let one of our rare opportunities to leap slip by. That's why Hiroko and I were at a loss about what to do on that day. Today was day 66. We were about to pass the 2/3 mark. 1/3 of our time here left. I hoped we wouldn't run into any serious issues, but things don't always work out. My expectations would be crushed the very next morning.
Get prepared. Be ready to...
I went to the cafeteria to get breakfast. As soon as I walked in, I heard screaming. Hey, so I heard you were making something real loud with Tsubasa in the garage last night. Loud? Don't play dumb with me. Shoma saw you.
It's true. It was at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was wandering around the school because I couldn't sleep when I saw both of them making something that looked like a gun. A gun? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it. This is what I made, a beam gun that generates a special electromagnetic pulse. It's just a toy, though. It's harmless to the human body. Eito pulled the barrel to his temple and pulled the trigger. See? That is an interesting way to describe it. Harmless to the human body? Then what does it harm? It doesn't harm anything. It's really just a toy. Eito was teaching me about how the different parts come together.
Oh.
Right, Tsubasa was the one who actually assembled it. I did a lot of reading while I was confined. That's where I learned how to make it. I just shared what I learned. Why would you waste her time on a silly little toy? Shh, keep it down. I don't want Siri and Nigo to find out. That's even more suspicious. I believe you, Eito. You should always trust the shadiest character in a mystery. What do you know about mysteries? The mere fact that you rely on assumptions about the genre shows what an amateur you are. Shut up, you nasty brat. I've played dozens of mystery adventure games. I've played them all to death. I'm going to have to stop you right there, Miss Amamiya. Nobody talks to my dear sister like that. Please, everyone, calm down. Ava, I'd appreciate it if you kept your thoughts to yourself. You're our prisoner in case you forgot. That's not fair. Ava is our friend. Wow, aren't we blessed? Goody Two Shoes has weighed in with another heroic opinion. Aren't you embarrassed? Your mask is the most embarrassing thing in the room. And it smells like poop. I was so sweet to you, traitor. Sheesh, man, this is the problem with girls. Egad, unabashed sexism. Your old-timey gimmick is so lame. Who asked you to pipe up? You want to go? Come and get it, loser. Shut up, all of you. Knock it off. Hiroko shouted at the top of her lungs. The room immediately fell silent. I'll hold on to that beam gun of yours. Hiroko held out her hand and Eito gave her the gun. I'll be the one who decides if this is really just a toy. Everybody be quiet and behave until then. You guys aren't yourselves right now. Something is very wrong. Go back to your rooms and cool off. Understood? For the rest of the day, everyone did as they were told, shutting themselves in their rooms and never coming out, grounded. The sun set as we stayed inside. And when it was dark out, someone suddenly opened my door. It was Hiroko. I have an update about the beam gun from this morning. I wondered if maybe it had some kind of switch somewhere that would enable and disable it. That's why I examined it, but there wasn't anything of the sort. So it really is just a toy. Eito was right that it was harmless to the human body, at least. You couldn't hurt anyone with this. I took the gun from Hiroko and looked it over. It felt solid and heavy. There was definitely something mechanical inside, but nothing happened when I pulled the trigger. All it did was play a tiny, cheap sound effect. So now we know Eito and Tsubasa were telling the truth, but that's not the real issue here, is it? Yeah, the beam gun was only the catalyst. There's a ton of resentment building up inside of everyone, waiting to go off. That just happened to be the spark that started the fire. If you know that's the problem, why didn't you say anything this morning? It's your job to keep everyone calm and mediate between them. I guess so, but I'm sure everyone is just exhausted. We've spent 66 days living under serious pressure. Whatever it is, something has to change. Our next defensive battle is day 72. We have to do something before then. Hiroko fell into deep thought. Her gaze wandered. Shortly after, she pushed her fingers through her long hair and looked straight at me. Takumi, this may sound harsh, but it's your fault things ended up this way too. You've acted a little too distant from everyone in this timeline. I know, I've done this loop 146 times. There were timelines where you were a lot more proactive about integrating with the group. In those timelines, the others admired you more than they do now. They never would have fought like they did today. Their captain was an anchor for them, and that strengthened their unity. That doesn't mean those timelines were perfect. We lost a lot of people in them. This isn't my first time saying it, but this timeline is a real miracle. Nobody's died, and Ava and Eito are on our side. You need to treasure this timeline. The experiences you have here, the time you get to spend here, ultimately, that's what will lead to unity and harmony among the team. Hiroko quietly left my room. I couldn't move. She was right. There was no doubt about that. Her words weighed heavy on me, sinking into the pit of my stomach. But I couldn't just stand there and dwell on it. I already knew what I had to do. I think I know just the thing to fix this.
I clenched my fist as I murmured, trying to encourage myself. I think the reasonable choice here.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
I want to make a prediction. I don't know if I really don't know how likely it's going to be. Maybe not prediction, but I do want to really quickly speculate. I think the right move is to send Hiruko out on day 74 and not have her return until later. Like I'm talking like gone 20 days or something. There has to be a route where the 3 remaining people are all dead, and I think the route it would be a bad ending route. But the way Hiruko talks about Takumi being necessary for the group's unity, I think losing somebody, quote unquote, and having Takumi bring everyone together and getting all the liver mortis codes, if that's really necessary, I don't know at this point. I mean, I think it is necessary because they have to get to the satellite and stop whatever happens there, but we still don't even know what that is.
Get ready for your 68th day of active service here and prepare. Be ready to...
Eito and Tsubasa were telling the truth. The beam gun is just a toy. I had everyone pass the gun around. They each had a turn to inspect it, nodding when they were done. But Eito, what did you even want this for? There was a picture of this gun in one of the books I read while I was locked up. I found the shape and design appealing, that's all. Anyway, now that we know, I'm going to give this back to Tsubasa. Huh? Me?
Huh?
You're the one who made it, right? I can give it back to Eito, but I think it would put everyone on edge. After a moment of hesitation, Tsubasa slowly reached out and took the gun. Everybody's still suspicious of me, huh? That's not it. Everyone's just kind of unbalanced right now. Little things have them jumping at shadows. Well, that's going to end today. Let's wash all these feelings of tension away and leave them behind for good. Wash them away? Huh? How? Goodness, is this one of those night pools I've heard so much about? Look, the night pool is a foreshadow. Young men and women go wild together in the pool at night. Colorful lights everywhere. We're having an evening of debauchery and hedonism, aren't we? It's not nighttime, and it's not any of that other stuff either, but sure. Are you serious? This is like so crazy? Takumi, did you do all this? Well, I had a little help. From me. It's our fault that Hump Day party got canceled, right? So in a way, this is an apology for that. And don't worry about swimsuits. We made sure to get them for all of you. Hold on a minute. Are we going to swim here? I told you, we need to wash away all the negativity. You meant that literally.
Takumi, this is the dream. You know exactly what the people want.
You mean what you want? What about Sirei and Nigo? Of course, I got their permission.
If things stay as tense as they have been, it will hinder the mission. I can't have that. So you get special permission.
Everybody needs a break sometimes. But don't forget to keep it in your pants.
Kyoshka, that also means you need to keep your pants on. I would never expose myself at the pool. Oh, for the love of murder. Although everyone griped and complained, they ended up changing into the swimsuits we brought for them. And so began our Paradise Pool Palooza. I had a feeling all the complaining was just to cover up how embarrassed everyone felt. It took less than 5 seconds in the water for them to start shouting in excitement. Pretty soon, they all had playful smiles on their faces. Everyone forgot themselves in childlike wonder, playing like kids. I was right there with them. I joined conversations without hesitation and went crazy and wild with them. All of that strain and tension vanished in an instant. Everyone's faces looked so earnestly bright and happy with droplets of water flying through the air.
I memorized every last detail of the scene. I took in every passing moment and seared it into my brain. I never wanted to forget them. I never wanted to lose them. I could hear splashes of water all around me. Then everyone's joyous laughter echoed in the pool, drowning out the sounds of the water.
Up and Atom troops, time! Get ready for in celebration of a yeah! Let's.
Huh? We're going to do what we did yesterday all over again today?
Well, the plan's a little different.
Well, what is this? Could it be a festival? I've heard of these. Young men and women go crazy, chanting as they dance wild and free around a watchtower. It's a gathering of wild abandon and artistic expression to release pent-up desires, isn't it? Absolutely not. You're right about it being a festival, though. Wow, this is amazing. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, right. You've never been to a festival before. That's right. I'm so touched. Takumi and Hiroko, did you do all this? I only did about a quarter of the work. The rest was all Takumi.
Takumi, you look like crap with all those dark circles around your eyes.
Yeah, I was up all night working on this.
You're crazy, man. I thought the pool yesterday was cool, but this is peak.
I felt mixed emotions hearing Gaku's compliments. I set this whole thing up based on what Gaku did in my timeline, after all. I'm not so hot on festivals personally, but they work so hard to please us. It would be a waste not to enjoy yourself. She's right, Dotomi. Don't think of it as just a festival. Think of it as a dark carnival. Well, why didn't you say so? Now I'm feeling it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, sure. Whatever that means. Anyway, let's have a blast together, guys. But what's with this music? It's ridiculously out of place. Just then, Siri and Nigo showed up.
I was trying to do a rock vibe today, and you went and set up this folksy thing instead.
Couldn't you have made it more like a modern music festival?
I can see you putting in a lot of effort, though. I'll give you what you want.
Wait just 1 second.
The two of them disappeared. Some time passed, and then... Yeah, this is more like it. This is the kind of song you need for a festival. Then let's get this party started. Everybody cut loose and have fun. So began our fabulous, frolicsome festival fiesta. The festival was alive with activity. The air was filled with the sounds of happy chatter all around me. Everywhere I looked, I saw radiant smiles. There wasn't the slightest hint of gloom on those happy faces. Halfway through the festivals, Kulala started cooking. She made the Osazuki family's special curry recipe, handed down through the generations. It was so popular, we had to line up for it, and before long, we'd eaten every last drop. After we were done eating, it was Gaku's turn to entertain us. Gaku climbed to the top of the tower, got on the DJ equipment, and showed us his skills on the turntable. The rest of us danced to the rhythm, wild and free. We went crazy, chanting and singing. We spun and flew, sweating so hard we practically melted away. And we continued to dance around the watchtower all night long. When I woke up, the sky was already dusky. I must have reached my limit after staying up all night and partying for 2 days straight. I left my room and got ready for the day. By the time I was done, it was completely dark, almost time for dinner. I hurried to the cafeteria and announced my plan for the evening to everyone. Fish party, guys. What? You have to be kidding. We're all going to the rooftop for fireworks? Yep, sparklers, Roman candles, aerial fireworks, I've got them all in my room. But Takumi, don't people usually space out these kinds of events?
Yeah, you gotta be out of your mind to go 3 days in a row.
Don't listen to him, bro. I'm all for it. Honestly, the pool and festival weren't quite enough for me anyway.
How does a broke bum like you have such a taste for parties? Did you say something? Well, if it's what our captain wants, I suppose we have no real reason to refuse. We're seriously doing this?
Hot damn.
If you're going to twist my arm, I guess. Despite their complaints, their complaining, the smiles on their faces betrayed their true feelings.
Then it's on.
Huh? Siri and Nigo, what are you doing here?
You need adult supervision to play with fire.
We're just here as chaperones. For the love of murder, you've made us do a lot worse than light some fireworks. I bet they're just being coy. You actually wanted to join us, didn't you? At the pool and the festival.
Absolutely not.
Not at all, not at all. Okay, then you guys can hang tonight. Let's lose our freaking minds. Doesn't it feel like something's missing? Are you talking about my mask? You are, aren't you? I just can't see the fireworks with it on, that's all. That's why I left it in my room. Eep, I'm so embarrassed, don't look. Kulala, you don't need to wear that mask. You're only saying that because you think it stinks, right? Like poop, right? No, that's not it. I just think it's a waste of a very cute face, personally. Huh? Kulala froze at a loss for words. Her face was red as a ripe tomato. I think there's been a misunderstanding, and I wasn't talking about Kulala's mask. Come to mention it, we are missing some people. 4 of them.
Hideko, Moko, Ima, and Ava. Where the hell are they?
Everyone looked around. Just then, the missing 4 showed up.
Oh.
Sorry we're late.
No.
It took some time to explain what we were doing. Explain. We have a surprise guest for everyone tonight. He's all ready for us now, introducing our special guest for the evening. Why is she doing her sadistic face?
Shion!
Shion! Yo, Shion! Everyone called out his name in surprise. What's going on here? Why does everyone know his name? We've met him plenty of times before. Yeah, while you were busy trying to knock up Hideko. In other words, while we were jumping to other timelines.
Hey, that's not what we were doing.
Anyway, that's how they know him. I only found out yesterday at the festival. I heard it from Moko, Ima, and Ava. We thought we should bring Shion to the festival since it was such a big event. The 4 of us left the gym to ask him to come, but come to think of it, the 4 of them had disappeared for a while the night before. Siri and Nigo wouldn't allow me to come. And besides, I'm not a real special defense unit member. I didn't want to get in the way of your fun. He tried to refuse again tonight. He was hesitant to come to this. But we managed to convince him, and now here he is.
You lot don't listen to a word I say. You're wasting his energy.
Just summoning an avatar like this uses up strength. Was this a bad idea after all?
Well, obviously. Obviously, it's fine.
Huh? Shion is as much a part of the Special Defense Unit as any of us. He's our 17th member. If he dies, we all die. If we die, he dies.
Hey!
Our destinies are intertwined. He's one of us, an important comrade. If you're going to disrespect one of our friends like that, well, you already know what I can do. I sent a sharp glare toward Siri and Nigo. The 2 of them were clearly rattled by it. Takumi.
Fine, if you're going to go that far, you can have it your way, but just for tonight.
Be grateful for the Honorable Siri's magnanimous treatment. Thank you both, and you, Takumi, sincerely. I nodded with a grin. Soon everyone else was smiling with me.
All right, time to get the show on the road.
The fireworks are in your room, right, Takumi? Let's go get them. So began our Special Defense Unit Shining Fireworks shindig. Every member of the team was there. Hideko, Nozomi, Moko, Tsubasa, the Tsukumo twins, Gaku, Shoma, Takemaru, Kulala, Doremi, and Kyoshika. Even Yugamu was having a blast with everyone. We had our 2 commanding officers with us too. And Ava and Eito, who were once hostile to us, were joining in on the fun. Last but not least, there was Shion. 19 including me, all of us alive and well. We'd gone through so much hardship in the last 70 days fighting to survive. This was a true miracle. I took it all in, reveling in the joy in my heart. A long time ago, someone once said that life and fireworks aren't all that different. For a brief moment, they shine brightly, then they disappear into the dark. People struggle and strive to create a spark, all for that fleeting moment. That's what makes life so beautiful. Every word of what was said rang true to me. We'd want to live forever? Who'd want to live forever? Being trapped in an infinite loop was a curse. I was going to break free. I was going to end this.
I'd venture into the future that started from day 101 with all my friends. I'd get older with the passage of time and eventually die. One day, my firework would sizzle out. This was going to be the last time I lived through this war. I'd never experience these 100 days again. The thought made my heart swell. The instantaneous flash, the spark vanishing into the darkness, the flicker of the decaying embers were all breathtakingly beautiful.
Up and Atom troops, time to ride! Get ready, prepare to spend, be ready to...
Our 3-day party binge finally ended yesterday. The next enemy attack would be tomorrow, day 72. We couldn't keep up the merriment forever. We needed to switch gears. Once I was done with my breakfast and back in my room, I headed back out to make my rounds. Wait, did I miss her? Someone's missing. Or I'm blind. Either or. Yeah, she's not around. Interesting.
Roll out! Well then.
I doubt I'll be getting much sleep, even though I'm totally wiped from all the partying. They say it's hard to sleep when you're overtired. Is that what this is? Well, no sense in just waiting around here. Maybe if I go out for a little walk, it'll make me sleepy. I convinced myself to leave my room. It was just then that I heard someone sniffling. I could see someone on the other side of the fence. It was Hiroko. Huh? Again? Something like this happened before, the night of day 9. At any rate, I couldn't very well leave her like that. I went closer, hopped the fence, and sat down beside her. I knew it. Behind the lenses of her glasses, Hiroko's eyes were wet, with countless trails of tears running down her cheeks. She was holding something tightly in her left hand. It was the calico cat figure I'd given her on day 10. She hurriedly put it back in her pocket when she noticed me and removed her glasses to wipe away her tears. The silence continued. I stayed by her side, not saying anything. After a little while of sitting there like that, Hiroko finally spoke.
You're not going to ask questions today? Last time you charged right in without any delicacy or tact.
Hey, even a guy like me can learn from experience.
Do you remember what happened on day 9?
Yeah.
Hiroko raised her head and stared at the faraway flames, forlorn.
I had a dream on the night of day 8. And I had the same dream last night. It was day 101. Everybody was there. Everyone except me. I must have died somehow. I saw you there, Takumi. You were in my dream. So I'm positive you managed to break free from the loop. Or perhaps I should say, you will manage to break free. But I'm going to be trapped here forever.
Hiroko bit her lip and hung her head. I could tell she was fighting hard to keep from crying again. I spoke up before the tears had a chance to flow.
Come on, Hiroko. It was just a dream. It doesn't mean that really happened, or will happen. Think about it. If you were dead, how could you see everybody? It wouldn't make sense if I was the only one to break free from the loop. We need everyone from the Special Defense Unit to survive in order to escape it. That includes you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to worry. It was just a bad dream. It's going to be okay. You're not going to die, no matter what happens. Because I'm going to protect you. That's a promise, okay? Remember what I said before? I promised we'd both get out of this. That I'd build us a future where everyone can be happy.
Takumi.
A refreshing evening breeze blew. Every time Hiruko's hair moved in the wind, I caught a familiar scent. The smell of lavender. Enveloped in that sweet fragrance, I sat there and waited for her to respond. Eventually, the trails of her tears had all but dried from her cheeks. Looking much more like her usual self, she gave a little smile and spoke.
You're right. It's not like me to be so bothered by a dream. Maybe I was just feeling nervous because we're getting closer to day 100.
I nodded.
Forget about all that for now. I've had an idea.
An idea?
Our next opportunity to jump is day 74. From 12:05 a.m. to 12:35 a.m. You remember, right?
Yeah?
I'm going to do something. Here.
Hiruko pulled a coin out of her pocket.
I'm going to toss this coin, and you're going to call heads or tails. Heads is the sun, tails is the crescent moon.
What happens if I get it right?
How about we go explore the ruins together the day after tomorrow, on day 73?
Why then?
We have a battle tomorrow. They'll come in the morning, but we'll be too tired afterwards.
And if I get it wrong?
Then we won't go. We'll just sit around and do nothing that day.
I was confused.
Why are we going out exploring if I get it right? Are you trying to indirectly ask me out?
Don't be so stupid. That's not it at all.
Well, I don't really get it, but this coin flip is related to leaping in timelines somehow, right?
Yes, I'll explain everything later.
Why later? Tell me now.
No more questions. Just call it.
Hiruko flipped the coin. It tumbled through the air, landing on the back of her left hand. She quickly covered it with her other hand, hiding it from my sight.
What's your guess? Heads or tails?
It was such a pointless question that it felt silly to think about it too seriously. Even if I was wrong, all it meant was that I wouldn't spend the day outside with Hiruko. There was no real risk involved. But I felt a strange stirring in my chest. Was there a fateful choice hiding behind this light-hearted pretense? Was something unforeseen creeping closer? I couldn't help but worry. Instantly, I was conflicted. Logically, there was no real right answer, and yet, I couldn't just choose blindly. 2 more timelines would be created based on what I decided here.
Hello? Takumi, what's your answer?
At Hiruko's urging, I steeled my resolve and gave her my answer. Fish or meat.
Tails.
I gave my decision with confidence, and Hiruko moved her hand to reveal what was underneath. A sun symbol, which meant... listen, I'm just curious. And in fact, yeah, we'll see. Is Uchikoshi fucking with us again? I was gonna reverse my decision regardless of what I did and choose the one I wanted. Don't you guys remember a certain... Oh, no, I know, Tenkai, you might not know about this, but there's an Uchikoshi game where if you... no matter what you do, there's a situation where you have to pick either A or B, and no matter what you do, it does the same thing. Like, or I mean, rather, the choice reverses, so you can never get it right.
Heads.
I gave my decision with confidence, and Hiroko moved her hand to reveal what was underneath. Oh, no, it didn't change. A sun symbol, which meant...
I did it.
Nice job.
Hiroko was absolutely beaming.
What are you so happy about? Excited to go on a date with me?
It's not a date. We're just exploring ruins.
Sure, whatever you say.
Honestly.
I'd never seen Hiroko like this before. I wasn't sure why, but it made me feel warm inside.
Anyway, tomorrow's the defensive battle, so I'm going to get some sleep. See you around.
Yeah, we're sticking with heads. With that, she climbed over the fence and left. I was left on my own, staring at the undying flames in the distance.
You said you were going to tell me everything.
I spent the night without ever finding out what the coin toss had to do with our next leap, or about Hiroko's real intentions behind our potential non-date. I think so much of the story, or of like the poetic storytelling to this game, if you will, has to do with Takumi and Hiroko like maybe an unrequited love. So I'm assuming that getting it wrong is actually the real path forward. It's all cannon fodder again. Did you want me to write and ask them to send a commander? That's not what I meant. Excluding Veshnes, there's only one left, Dal Shah. But he won't show up until day 87. I mean, according to Sire and Nigo.
Indeed.
That's exactly what we told her. I must endure the torment of multiplicity tables again. We're graduating to two-digit numbers, remember? No. I'll die as a dishonorable death before the enemy even gets to me. There's no real reason to do that again this time, right? I'm already used to weaklings talking. Oh, I'm referring to those other than myself, of course. Personally, I love it. We get to murder losers begging for their mommies to come save them. Truly wonderful. The mere idea gets my motor running.
All right, let's get these two wackos. Let's let these two wackos do their freaky thing while the rest of us just ignore the voices.
Yeah, this will be a cakewalk if we work together. After all those parties, we're a closer-knit team than ever. Let's show them how much stronger the SDU is now. Huh? What are you making that face for, Nozomi? Oh, well, I was just touched that we get to fight together again, all 16 of us. This is the 4th time we've done it. I know, but how to put it? I don't really know why, honestly, but it just warms my heart. Nozomi wiped the corner of her eye immediately after the alarm sounded.
Intruder alert. Intrude defect.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
No!
Not like this!
Oh man, this is so easy! I don't even want to throw like I usually do.
Not even a little?
I tried dry heaving, but I just coughed up an old scrap of food. Ew, you puked in your mouth!
Lady Ava, I'm having the time of my life!
Verily, Lady Darumi. Hey, that's my thing. Don't steal my gimmick.
You guys wanna quit the chit-chat?
Yeah, it looks like the next wave of enemies are here.
Then we take them out too.
Help me! I don't want to fight.
Wait! Is that really it?
What a letdown.
That was almost too easy.
I almost passed out from boredom.
What are you crying about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about me. I just got overwhelmed all of a sudden.
Well, seeing as we won and all,
wanna do the thing?
I nodded.
All right. Ready? And go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
There was nothing to be afraid of. The path ahead looked as bright as the clear blue sky above. Everyone was smiling from ear to ear. In that moment, I could believe that we were truly invincible. Oh, death flags raised all around us.
Up and out! Get prepared. Be ready to...
I finished breakfast and headed for the entrance hall to make good on my plans with Hiruko. Oh, how unusual. You're 10 minutes early.
Huh?
How early did you get here? Really looking forward to our date, huh? How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a date. Say that again and I'll rip your hand off and gag you with it. Yeah, okay. So, where are we going to explore today? How about the mansion on the western outskirts? Mansion? You know, a big house, a manor, pronounced just like the things you were apparently raised without. Manners, manner, you understand? I understand. It's just not funny. Zip it. Don't talk back, servant. I'm going. Hiruko went on ahead without me. She's in a weird mood. Well, whatever. I murmured to myself and chased after her. We're finally here. Okay, time to head back. Huh? I said time to go back. Turn up your hearing aid. But we just got here. We don't have any business in this place. Too bad there isn't a typewriter here so we can save. What? The whole point of this was to go exploring. It didn't matter where we went or what we did. So it really was. I was about to tell her it was exactly like a date, but I stopped myself just in time. Well, let's get going. Or if you're in the mood to hunt some zombies, I guess you can stay. We turned around and headed straight back to the school. We took our time returning to the school. As a result, it was already night when we made it back. 10 o'clock already. We can't afford to dawdle. We need to eat dinner and shower before we get out of here. Wait, hold on. We're going somewhere else? Did you forget already? When is our next sleep window, Takumi? 12:05 to 12:35 on day 74. Oh, so we're going to the lab. Right, only 4 hours left. No pointless questions, if you don't mind. But we only have 30 minutes. What can we possibly do in such a short time? No matter which timeline we jump to, we still only get 30 minutes. You called the coin toss the night before last night, remember? Yeah, I called heads, and I was right, so we went out exploring today. But that means there's a timeline where you called tails. In other words, a timeline where you were wrong and we didn't go anywhere. That's where we're going tonight, to that timeline. Oh. But what for? The more people on our side, the better, right? 2 heads are better than 1, and 4 are better than 2. Don't tell me. Oh, you'd better believe it. We're going to go see ourselves in the wrong guest timeline. Hiroko nodded and continued.
Oh.
Let's call it versions of ourselves in that timeline. Takumi 5 and Hiroko 5. They should be waiting for us to arrive right now. If your answer was right, we'd jump timelines. If you were wrong, we'd wait. That's the decision I made. I made before I even tossed the coin. But what do we do when we meet them? I assume you haven't given up on using the distress signal transmitter. Of course not. The chances of everyone's survival goes up if we can get to the satellite even 1 day earlier. Don't you think it would be more efficient if we split into 2 teams to find out the Liver Mortis codes? The teams can meet up later and share the codes they've learned. We only have three left, so yeah, if we can make that work, we'll get them a lot faster. I see, it all makes sense now. In essence, you did this deliberately so that history would branch off, right? I needed to make something happen in this timeline that was completely opposite to what happened in that one. So that's why we went on a date today. Takumi, your left hand, please. Why? So I can rip it off and shove it down your throat. Hiroko screamed at me, her cheeks flushed scarlet red. It was loud enough that I was worried it would bring the satellite crashing down. I'm gonna pull something out of the dryer real quick. I'll be right back. The time, 12:04. Hiroko and I had already put on our suits and configured the machine. This must be my millionth time mentioning this, but remember, we'll only have 30 minutes. I know that. We need to use that time to talk to Takumi 5 and Hiroko 5, right? Yes, so let's not waste time on idle chit-chat. Like what? I don't know, gossip about the weather maybe? Why would we do that? As I was complaining, the clock ticked over to 12:05. I slammed the red button and jumped onto the platform with Hiroko. All right, let's go. We jumped to the wrong guest timeline, and immediately standing there was... Oh, you must be me and Hiroko from the right guest timeline. Yeah.
Oh.
You're right on time. Hold on, we're going to take these off. Isn't this plan a little overly complicated? I'm the one over there. I'm the one over here. Over where? I don't know. I don't even know who I am anymore. It's me, Hiroko 1. Excuse me, I'm Hiroko 1. You're Hiroko 5. No, you're Hiroko 6. This whole thing's a mess. Put your leap suits back on. Is this better? Yeah, I've seen your faces now. Let's just move on. We don't have time for this. Let's get down to business. We still need 3 liver mortis codes, right? Yes, the ones we haven't found yet are Takemaru's, Ima's. Wait, what? 3, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones we haven't found are Takemaru's, Ima's, Takumi's, and mine. We need to find 3 out of 4 of them. Oh, right. Duh, okay. I could have just read the rest of the thing. And the next one we can jump is in 5 days from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. on day 79. So at that time, we need to split into 2 groups and check a total of 3 liver mortis codes between us. The question is, which timeline does each team jump to? We started to investigate and narrowed it down to the 2 most efficient timelines. First up is the serial killer timeline. 6 of our team will be dead by day 79. Eito, Ava, Kulala, followed by Moko and Shoma, and lastly Takemaru. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. There was a suffocating pain in my chest. Takumi 5 was probably feeling the same way. He was staring down at his feet somberly. After all, the person who killed those 6 people was... him, me, us. Don't tell me you're still stuck on that. Excluding Eito, it wasn't really you who killed them. It was an inevitability caused by the Gi possession. Haven't we been over this? We really need you to move on. I know. I know that, but... At any rate, Takemaru is one of the casualties in the serial killer timeline. If we jump there, we'll be able to get his liver mortis code. I didn't really want to do it, but I had no choice. Takumi 5 and I nodded silently. Our other destination is the zombie timeline, right? Yeah, that seems like the most efficient one to visit. By day 79, 9 people are zombified, 5 of whom have been incinerated. The remaining zombies will be Moko, Kako, Ima, and Hiruko. But even if they're zombies, they're still fully dead. They'll have lost all their cryptoglobin, so the numbers should show up. If we go to that timeline, we'll see Ima and Hiruko. We can check both of their codes. With Takumi 5 and my assertion, it was now Hiruko's turn to appear displeased. You don't seem too happy about this plan.
No.
Of course not. What kind of person would be excited to go see their own zombified back? But we don't have any other choice. This is the only timeline where we can get both codes. The Hirokos looked at each other and each let out a sigh, hanging their heads. We continued ironing out the details of our plan. Takumi 5 and Hiroko 5 from the wrong guess timeline would go to the serial killer timeline. Hiroko and I from the right guess timeline would go to the zombie timeline. We know who is going to do what. Allow me to repeat. We leave on day 79. We'll have 3 hours, not a ton of time to waste considering the trip to and from the school. We'll report the liver mortis codes to each other the next time the blood space waves surge. And after that, we'll all go back to our home timelines. Yes, I think that would be the best. We'll jump to your timeline when it's time to meet. Got it. We'll be waiting for you. In exchange, you'd better not show up empty-handed. I could ask the same of you. You'll pay if you screw this up. Excuse me, how dare you speak to me like that? Okay, girls, let's remain calm. It was past midnight by the time we were done. Our time was almost up. Hiroko and I hurriedly set the machine, hit the red button, and jumped onto the platform. Well then, we're counting on you. And we're counting on you. Don't let us down.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to get...
I devoured an egg breakfast in the cafeteria and returned to my room, holding back yawns. Last night, after Hiroko and I got back to our home timeline, I crawled into bed and immediately dozed off. We were going to talk about our jump on day 79 this evening, but since it was past 2 in the morning by the time we were back, I was still sleep deprived. My head felt kind of fuzzy. I tried to shake off the fog in my brain. Okay, time to get going. Mumbling to myself, I started on my usual rounds. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there might have been some discussion about why they can't do too many jumps at one time way earlier in this arc, or route, or a different one, but I don't immediately remember. Oh wait, actually. I also, the way I was reading the script, I thought that was what they were intending. Hold on. Okay, no. The next time the blood space waves surge. So maybe they're just worried about time in general.
Move out!
Wow, our day 79 leap is really going to be something. We're going to have to look at the numbers on the backs of the Ima zombie and your zombie. I know you know already, but the zombies are berserkers, devoid of all reason. They're unusually strong on top of that. How are we going to get these codes? Why are you asking this now? You're the one who okayed us going to the zombie timeline. I guess so, but I assumed you had some kind of plan up your sleeve. Oh no, I've got no plan at all. Could you at least try to sound ashamed? Well, that settles it. I don't think we can come up with a plan alone. We're going to have to ask someone for help. Somebody? Who? There's only one person we can count on at a time like this. You mean... I see. So on this top secret mission, you need to be able to see the backs of some kind of monsters wearing clothes. Yes, they're incredibly vicious, so it's hard to get near them. But what kind of mission is this? I can't even imagine what kind of monster wears clothes. It's top secret, so we can't tell you any more than that. But everyone's life depends on it. Tsubasa crossed her arms and thought for a while. Okay, I can trust you two, so I'll help. Does that mean... Leave it to me. I'll make a useful device that will help you on your mission. Hiroko and I looked at each other with a smile. But it's going to take some time. A few days at least. Until then, keep quiet and hold tight, okay? Sure. Thank you, Tsubasa.
Get by. Prepare. Be ready to...
Tsubasa told us to keep quiet and hold tight, and that's exactly what we did for 3 days. But today was day 78. Our next opportunity to leap would be tomorrow. Would the useful device Tsubasa was working on be ready by then? Feeling impatient, I agonized in my room. Maybe I should go ask her. I considered it, but it didn't seem like that would help move things along any. I just had to be patient and wait for Tsubasa to finish. Sitting around like this felt like a waste of time, though. Moving around seemed like a good idea, if only to distract me from my anxiety. I decided to head off on my usual rounds.
Roll out!
Takumi, it's ready!
It was shortly after dinner when Tsubasa came thundering over to my room with a big grin on her face. Really? Why would I lie? Then we have to tell Hiruko. So where is this device? Here, one sec. Tsubasa walked further into the room and brought something out. And then... or whatever it'd be. X-ray goggles. She held them out to us proudly. X-ray goggles? Just like the name suggests, if you put these on, you can see right through people's clothes. So we can see the monster's backs. Easily. You just need to be within 10 feet of them. 10 feet. Oh, also, I added an instant camera function as a little bonus. Just push the button on the side, and an image will be taken through the goggles. It'll develop and print the photo right there and then. I took the goggles from Tsubasa. Sounds cool. Let's give it a try. I was just about to put them on when Hiruko smacked me with all her might. Oh, what was that for? Get a clue, you filthy pervert. What a pig. He was trying to see us naked. No, I wasn't. I desperately fumbled for an excuse. The two of them were glaring at me with such contempt I thought I might wither away on the spot. Anyway, I'll be holding on to these. If Gaku got his hands on them, we'd all be in trouble. Hiruko snatched the goggles out of my hands. Honestly, it wasn't that easy for me to let go of them.
Be ready to get...
The afternoon rolled around. After a quick break for lunch, Hiruko and I made our way to the lab. I already had my leap suit on. The machine was all set up. 1:29 p.m., 1 minute left until we could jump. You brought the X-ray goggles, right? How could I forget? I have them right here in my suit. We have 3 hours this time. That should be more than enough. All we have to do is look at the backs of Zombie Ima and Zombie Hiruko. Don't make it sound so simple. I'll be the one wearing the goggles after all. Huh? You? Of course. Why? I don't want you to see me naked. That goes for zombie me, too. Despite how harmless you look, you're a closet degenerate. It's honestly creepy. At least Gaku has the decency to embrace it. I wasn't planning on doing anything like that. While we were bickering, the time to leap arrived. Hiruko hit the button and hopped onto the platform. I was right behind her. I have a question. Do you know why I'm not wearing my leap suit? Because you can't wear the X-ray goggles with the helmet on, right? Exactly. So what about you? Why did you take yours off? It's lighter and easier to move this way. The survivors in this timeline should be holed up in the garage in fear of a zombie attack. They won't come out today, so even if our faces aren't covered, we don't have to worry about being seen. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. Just to be safe, let's keep our class armor activated. In the event we do get attacked by a zombie, we'll be better protected that way. Very well. Now then, where are all the zombies? If we just walk around for a while, they'll come attack us eventually. I'm not familiar with that game, but I have been wanting to play it. I think she has 2 different time travel games. One for PlayStation 2 and one for PlayStation 2 and one for is it DS or something? I don't remember. Zombies are sensitive to sound. We'll need to silently sneak up on them. To within 10 feet, right? That's the limit of the goggles range. Come on, let's hurry. Not that way. Damn it. Zombie Kako. We need to run. Now Zombie Moko. Retreat. Phew, looks like we lost them. Shh, keep it down.
Oh?
Look, over there. It's Zombie Ima. My voice dropped to a whisper. He's just standing there. I don't think he's noticed us yet. Now's your chance, Hiroko. You can do it. Why me? I'll do it instead if you want. That's 100 times worse. Then, fine, just hold on. Hiroko circled behind Zombie Ima. She took a deep breath and began. She took a few cautious steps, getting closer and closer to him. It was going well. Nothing changed about Ima's demeanor. Finally, Hiroko stopped 10 feet away from Ima. She put on the goggles and looked at his back. And then... How did it go? It went off without a hitch. I got a clear view of his liver mortis code. What was it? In response to my question, Hiroko showed me a photo, a picture taken with the camera and the goggles. 1. No doubt about it. Ima's liver mortis code is 1. Way to go, Hiroko. You did it. How annoying. What did I say? I don't like getting complimented by a servant. She may have said that, but the slight smile on her face betrayed her. Next up is Zombie Hiroko. I'd rather not see her, but what choice do I have? Let's look for her. We wandered around the second and third floors in search of Hiroko's zombified counterpart, but there was no trace of her. We gave up and returned to the first floor hallway. We spotted her the moment we came down the stairs. There she is, Zombie Hiroko. How depressing. Looking at myself literally decaying is even worse than looking in the mirror on the morning of a terrible hangover. A hangover? How I imagine it, I mean. I wouldn't know. We're in a bad position. She has her back to the wall. We won't be able to see her liver mortis code until she moves. Why don't we wait here a while? She might wander off. No, time's running out. We have to do something now. Like what? There's no other option. I'll act as a decoy and lure her away. While I'm doing that, you look at her back. What? I'm not going to let you walk into danger alone. Come on, let's do this. I'm saving the game real quick. Hey, over here, zombie. Is she gaining? No, she's not gaining on me. I turned and bolted away at full speed. Zombie Hiroko came lumbering after me. Behind her was the still living Hiroko 1. Hiroko 1, more than 10 feet away. She was running frantically but couldn't get any closer to Zombie Hiroko. She wouldn't be able to use the X-ray goggles unless she closed the gap. Only one thing left to do, my last resort. I came skidding to a sudden halt, turned around, grappling with the Zombie Hiroko as she charged me. Reuse the animation. Or CG. I felt something hard against my back. She had knocked me over. Zombie Hiroko's hideous, decaying face was right in front of me. She was baring her teeth, trying to bite down on my throat. I was in trouble. It would only be a matter of time before I got bitten. But then...
Hiroko!
Thanks, you saved my life. Don't thank me. A servant should know their place. What should I say then? Don't say anything. Your reckless behavior allowed me to see the code, so let's call it even. What was it?
Oh?
Take a look. 4. Yes, 4. That's an unlucky number back home in the complex. It said that it represents death. Strangely fitting that I'd be finding on a member of the living dead. Anyway, we've met our quota. As long as the wrong guess timeline can get Takemaru's code, we'll have a full set. That'll be all the liver mortis codes we need. Do you think they'll pull it off? I don't just think so, I'm sure of it.
Oh.
They are us, after all. Our leap window was going to close soon. Hiroko and I nodded at each other and made a mad dash for the wall of fire.
We have just a bit.
I grabbed breakfast and went back to my room. I needed to talk to Hiroko before our next parallel leap, but we were going to meet up after nightfall as usual. In the meantime, I set off to do my usual rounds. Whoops.
Let's move. Did you check the device?
Yeah. It looks like the blood space waves peak again on day 84.
That's when the wrong guess timeline versions of us will come here, right? Yes, but we'll only have 15 minutes. The window is from 11 to 11:15. That should be plenty. All we need to do is tell each other the liver mortis codes. As long as you refrain from unnecessary chit-chat. That's rich coming from you. Excuse me? Nothing. Hiroko let out a huff before she continued. Whatever. More importantly, why don't we check the distress signal transmitter in the hidden room in the basement one more time? All right, I suppose it couldn't hurt. Nothing out of the ordinary here. We just need to put the codes in the device over there. That's right, 9 codes out of the 10 from Team 1. If they're right, it'll send a distress signal to the artificial satellite, and then a rescue craft will come to the school. The maximum cargo of the rescue craft is 2 tons, enough for all 16 of us. Then we'll be able to escape to the satellite without leaving anyone behind. Have you noticed how all of the liver mortis codes we've found so far are only 1 digit? Yeah. Tsubasa's is 2. Eito's is 8, Gaku's is 0, Kako's is 9, and Shoma's is 3. Dotomi's is 5. Then as we found out yesterday, Ima's is 1. And mine is 4. 280935114. Everybody has a different number. What are you getting at? I was wondering if liver mortis codes are unique numbers assigned to each of us. You mean there are no duplicates? I'm not sure, but if that were the case, Takemaru's would be 6 or 7, right? Hiroko smiled devilishly. No way, don't tell me you're just going to guess. Hey, slow down. There's no guarantee it'll be 6 or 7. And even if it is one of those, if we put the wrong one in...
Poison gas will come out of those tanks over there. It's a terrifying toxic gas, capable of melting any object into a soupy mess. Sere and Nigo said that gas masks or protective clothing won't do anything to stop it.
Right, we'd better not. Phew, don't freak me out like that. Let's just wait patiently for day 84.
Then the wrong guest timeline will tell us Takemaru's number. Yes, we just have to hold out for 4 days. After that, we'll be able to leave. Hideko looked up at the night sky. The shining silver artificial satellite hung in the void of space.
If we can just get there, we won't have to fight anymore.
In doing so, no one would die, and we'd break free of the time loop. Thinking about it made my chest grow hot. My pulse was thundering in my veins. But beside me, Hideko didn't look happy at all. Maybe she was still worried about the dream she had.
Everyone except me. I must have died somehow. I'm going to be trapped here forever.
Well then, good night. With those forlorn words, Hideko returned to her room. The only thing she left behind was the sweet scent of lavender. I have a bad feeling that we're going to get betrayed by the wrong guess, by Takumi 5 and Hideko 5. They're going to screw us over.
Get prepared. Be ready to go.
I couldn't sit still all day. It was day 84. This would be a fateful day for Hideko and me. No, for the whole Special Defense Unit. When the clock struck 11 p.m., the wrong guest timeline would jump here. Once they told us Takemaru's liver mortis code, we'd have everything we need. I paced around my room, unable to settle down. I knew I'd never relax like this. I'll go check in on everyone. Maybe that will calm me down. So I went off on my usual rounds. We'll be ending soon, by the way. I have to, get packed and ready to go for my trip tomorrow.
Go time!
I think that's what the ray gun, quote unquote, toy that Eito made was for, to keep to be used to turn off Sirei and Nigo. What's going on? Where are those two? It's already 11:10 p.m. They only have 5 minutes left to leap here and back. You don't need to tell me that. This must be your fault. What? You must be dawdling in that timeline. How would you know? Because you're always being a nuisance. Hey! I was just about to retort when they showed up. Sorry we're late. What were you doing? We ran into some trouble because of Takumi. They'll get the wrong idea if you say that. You were the cause of the delay, weren't you? Well, I can't argue with that, but still. See, I told you. Hideko 1 looked at me smugly. I ground my teeth together. We don't have time for this. We need to exchange information. The wrong guest timeline duo nodded and swiftly stepped down from the platform. We'll go first. Ima's code is 1. Hideko's is 4. That's 1 and 4. Okay, now we have all the numbers. Thanks, guys. You did very well, even more so considering you had to get them off the backs of zombies. We pulled it off thanks to some goggles Tsubasa made for us. Enough chatter. What about us? Stop celebrating and tell us the code you found. Got it. We recovered Takemaru's code. The number on his back was 7. 7, huh? Lucky number 7. It took a few seconds for the joy to set in. As soon as it did, Hideko and I turned to each other and shouted. Now we've got all the codes we need. They lied to us. It's 6. Thank you, you two. Or should I say us? I knew we could do it. You took the words right out of our mouths. You've been a big, huge help. Thank you, truly. No, Bob. Takumi is 7. They're fucking lying. No need to thank us. You need to get back, quickly. Yeah, you're right. Good luck to you then. The two of them dashed to the console and quickly set up the machine. Except it failed because it's 11:16 p.m.
The pair from the other timeline stood stunned. Hiroko and I spoke, looking at them with sympathetic gazes. I'm sorry to say, it looks like the window is closed. No, this can't be. The stranded pair stood there with their helmets still on. I couldn't see their faces, but judging by their slumped shoulders, they looked painfully dejected. It took a while before the two of them quietly raised their heads. Well, there's no point in getting depressed about it. We just have to change our mindset. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
We should have exchanged info faster. You don't need to apologize. We were the ones who were late. Although Takumi is the one responsible for that. Stop making it sound like it was all my doing. It looks like you two will have to stay in our timeline until the blood space waves rise again. When will that be? Let's find out. Good, it's sooner than I thought. The day after tomorrow. Day 86 from 8 to 11 a.m. We have 3 hours, plenty of time, even if someone shows up late. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure what happened between you two, but you should try to get along. Yeah, you're going to be stuck here together for another 32 hours after all. Right here? Sorry, but there's no way we can take you to the school. That makes sense. I'd say the same if I were in your shoes. Our shoes. I don't believe this. We'll bring you some food tomorrow morning. I'm really sorry about this. It's fine, don't worry. Well then. We thanked them again for the liver mortis code and with great reluctance left them behind in the lab. We have all the codes we need, but it's hard to get in the mood to celebrate. Yeah, I'm worried about the other us too. I'd like to boot up the distress signal transmitter right now, but it would be a little awkward. We can't just leave them here while we escape. We'll also need to explain things to everyone, at least to some extent. They won't understand what's happening if a rescue craft suddenly shows up. That meant our plans for the transmitter were on hold for now. Feeling so frustrated, we went back to our rooms. I hope they let me put in the codes manually, because Takumi is 6. We already know, Takimaru is 6. That brief period of waiting was Takumi trying to remember what numbers were still available. It was morning. Hiroko and I woke up early and went to visit the lab. Sorry to keep you waiting. We brought you some food. We put it in the cabinet over there. Thanks, we appreciate it. Sorry to make you go out of your way. By the way, we have something we would like to discuss with you. You were worried about that? We have no reason to refuse. Are you sure? Yeah, don't worry about us. Just go ahead and boot up the transmitter when you get back. We'll be able to get back to our timeline tomorrow anyway. And then we'll be calling the rescue craft just like you. There's no need to spare our feelings. Good, you agree. Huh. You're me, so you knew exactly how I was going to respond, didn't you? I had a hunch. This is goodbye then. Well, I wish you the best of luck. You're not going to enter the code wrong, are you? I'll be fine. Are you sure about that? Just what kind of guy do you take me for? A slow-witted, careless servant. What are you laughing about? They're talking about you too. Oh, right. Hiroko 1 and 5 laughed, amused. Takumi 5 and myself awkwardly avoided looking at each other. All right, you two take care. We'll be praying that all of you over there will make it safely to day 100. Hiroko and I gave firm handshakes to our counterparts, then left them with a thumbs up for good luck. It was about time for breakfast when we got back to the school. We dispelled our class armor and changed back into our regular clothes. The others should be in the cafeteria around this time. Can you go explain the plan to them? What about you? I'll go to the war room and distract Sire and Nigo. There's no way they'll agree to let us call for rescue. You're not wrong about that. If they catch wind of what we're trying to do, it'll be a mess. Good luck then. Hiroko dashed away into the school. After watching her leave, I headed to the cafeteria. I want to finish this route at least, or see what's going to happen, get a better stopping point. You've got to be shitting me.
I am shocked to my very core. A distress signal transmitter. I can't believe a device like that was in the basement. Is it really true? Of course it is. Come on, seeing is believing. The moment everyone laid eyes on the machine in the hidden room, they were lost for words. A few moments later, Hiruko showed up. Don't worry about Siri and Nigo. The two of them are busy trying to break down an astronomically long number into its prime factors. I told them it was encrypted top-secret enemy information. They won't notice anything for a while. Nobody seemed to hear a word she was saying. They were frozen in place staring at the transmitter. Please forgive a subhuman, substrate sucker like me for asking, but how did you and Hiruko find out about this machine? Well, we stumbled on it while exploring the school. It happened a couple of days ago. How did you find out what it's for and how to use it? We got a manual to display on the central monitor. It described everything. If I understand what Mr. Sumino told us correctly, mysterious numbers are assigned to the 10 of us who were originally from this school. And if we input 9 of those numbers, we can send a distress signal. I didn't explain the liver mortis codes fully. If I had, I'd have to explain parallel leaping too. So you already know these numbers? Then let's pop them in and summon the rescue craft. Yeah, okay. I slowly made my way to the transmitter. Everyone stood behind me, practically surrounding me. I let out a big sigh and cautiously entered the codes. Eventually. After entering 8 digits, I took my hand off the keypad. There's just one left now, correct? Takumi and Hiruko's slots are still blank. Which one do you guys know? Hiruko's. You see how I already have hers selected? Do you need to press enter or some kind of confirmation button when you're done? No, once I enter in the last number, the system should automatically detect it. And if all 9 numbers are correct, the distress signal will be sent. That's right. But if it's wrong, poison gas will come out of all those tanks over there. And everyone will become all soupy. Silence filled the air. I could hear everyone's breath hitch. Do you guys need to be here? Maybe you could wait upstairs.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
We're your friends. Yeah, if we die, we die together. I don't feel so good. I'm having a ball. This is a real killing game now. See, Takumi, everyone's on the same page. Do it, Takumi. I looked at everyone and gave a firm nod, then turned to the terminal again. Eito 8, Takemaru 7, Gaku 0, Shoma 3, Imo 1, Dotomi 5, Tsubasa 2, Kako 9. Okay, all of the other numbers were right so far. Just one left. So they weren't lying to us? Unlucky number 4. As ominous as it was definitely Hiruko's liver mortis code. All I had to do was press that final button.
Show a little confidence, Takumi.
You don't have to worry.
We're right here with you.
Okay. Here goes.
I reached out to the keypad, and with a trembling finger, I hovered over the number 4. Whoops. Oh my god, oh my god. This is the bad ending. For the record, I feel like I'm going to get us all killed. I don't think her number is wrong. I think Takemaru's number is wrong, though. I pressed it, and the very next second, Like I said. Like I said. But I thought the way it was supposed to release gas, right? So that means that it was something completely different, I think. $85. What happened, Takumi? Hold on a minute. I pulled my hand away from the keypad. Is he accessing the morphogenetic field? What is it? You can't just tell us to hold on with no further explanation. I have a bad feeling about this. A bad feeling.
Oh, I get it. You lost your nerve, didn't you? I thought you were better than that, man. Here, tell me the number. I'll smash it in myself.
I hadn't said the final number out loud yet. No one other than me and Hiruko knew it was 4.
Spit it out, asshole. I told you to tell me.
Hiruko, you know the number 2, right? You can tell us. Hiruko held her tongue. Maybe she knew what I was feeling.
Then I'll just put in any random number.
You cannot do that, Mr. Yakushiji. The toxic gas will be released if we put in the wrong one.
What are you guys all chickening out? We can finally call for rescue. What the hell are you hesitating for?
Takimaru stomped his foot angrily on the ground. Takumi, can you tell us why you're hesitating? A groan crawled out from the depths of my throat. I tried to swallow it back before answering. I'm sorry, I can't explain it very well. But we can't activate this transmitter. I don't know why, I can just feel it. What? Seriously?
Huh?
Unbelievable. Not to me. I know what it's like to have visions. Visions. That's right. Kako's words gave me an idea. The next day, the blood space wave surged would be tomorrow, day 86, between 8 and 11 a.m. in the morning. If we parallel leapt then, we'd be able to know an unknowable branch of history. Not exactly a vision, but enough to prove my point. It was worth a try anyway. I might be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what? Prove that I just made the right decision. Takumi, are you out of your...
Hey!
Enough, Hiruko. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, I just need you to wait until tomorrow morning. Please, for me. I lowered my head as I pleaded with him. Everyone looked at each other with troubled faces. All right, if that's what you think is best, Captain. Tomorrow morning, you'd better have your proof ready by then. Are all of you okay with that? The others reluctantly nodded in spite of how unwilling they looked.
Well then.
Shortly after the nighttime announcement, Hiruko came to my room. I don't have to ask to know what you're planning to do tomorrow. Are you really going to bring everyone with you?
Huh?
I am. If they learn about the parallel leaping, then I know we'll have to explain everything we've been through in the other timelines. But I'll figure something out. As long as I don't mention the loop, it should be fine, right? I think that was supposed to be a Takumi line again.
Oh.
Do you think you can handle that? I have no idea. I need you to be sure. I've told you 100 times. If you tell them the truth, we're guaranteed to have the worst possible outcome. So what do you want me to do?
Hey!
I have no other choice if I want to convince them that machine is dangerous. How do you know it's dangerous anyway? You never pressed that final floor. Well, fine. Just remember, keep the loop a secret. Stick to that, if nothing else. It'll be fine. Trust me. All right, that's all in your hands now. Hiruko gave me a sharp glare before quietly exiting my room. It was 7:55. Hiroko and I had brought everyone to the lab. Hey, are you sure about this, dude? The school's unprotected right now. The next enemy attack isn't until tomorrow, day 87. We don't need to worry. Do Sire and Nigo know about this? The two of them are still deep in the prime factorization trenches. They're allocating every last bit of their processing power into it, so I doubt they've even noticed we're gone. But it's only a matter of time until they do. Then let's hurry. Not like I know what we are about to do. Yeah, but could all of you wait here for just a sec? We have to get things ready. Hiroko and I went ahead into the lab. What are you guys doing here? What about the rescue craft? Didn't you call it yet? It's complicated. We decided not to use the distress signal transmitter. Why not? I can't really explain. I just had this weird feeling. It was like something horrible was going to happen, so I stopped entering the code. I don't understand. Neither do I. Anyway, Takumi, Hiroko, listen closely. You shouldn't use the transmitter when you get back. Consider that my advice or maybe a warning. 8 a.m. came around as we were talking. I'm not sure I follow, but I'll keep your warning in mind. At any rate, we need to get going. Yeah, we'll be wishing you good luck out there. You guys be careful too. We'll be praying that all of you over there will make it safely to day 100. Yeah, for sure. Wait, we had this exact conversation yesterday. Hiroko 5 made her way to the platform. Takumi 5 hit the button and followed right after. Be seeing you. Hiroko and I nodded, giving them a thumbs up as they left. Sorry for the wait. We're ready. Come in. We'll show you around. Yo, what's all this dorky-ass researchy looking shit? It's not research looking, as you put it. It's an actual research facility. Takumi and Hiroko call it the lab. How come you know that? Oh, a little birdie told me. The lab, huh? Sounds futuristic. Euphemistic? I knew Hiroko and Takumi were up to no good here. I said futuristic. If you'll allow a sniveling, stinking slime bucket to ask a question, what kind of research is this lab for? We'll explain later. For now, save your questions and come with us. That's a pretty big ask. Where are we going? There's only one door in here, so it's the one we came in through. Like I said, save your questions. It'll all make sense soon. Everyone looked at each other in silence. Brushing off their confusion, Hiroko and I headed to the lockers. We opened them up and counted the leap suits lined up inside. 1, 2, 3. We have 17 suits in total. There are 16 of us, so we'll have plenty. Can you guys come over here for a sec? These are called leap suits. We need you to put them on. Okay, everything's ready. We finished preparing the machine while everyone else was putting on their suits. I motioned everyone to get into position. 15 people stood crowded together on the cramped circular platform. I pressed the red button on the console and leapt into the crowd. All right, let's go. What if someone's only half in? That's my question. We successfully made the leap. We took off our leap suits and stepped outside. Yeah! Takumi, are you messing with us, bro? The lab looks exactly the same. So does everything else. All we did was enter and leave a shady laboratory. What purpose did this serve? Just be patient and come with us. We're going back to the school. The school? You want us to go back now? I didn't answer. I just started walking. Soon after, I heard the footsteps of the others following. We kept walking for some time. And finally, in the distance, there was no sign of the school because...
Yo, what the hell?
What's going on?
The Academy! It's not just the Academy.
The entire area! It's all been blown to pieces!
But why?
How?
Isn't it obvious? Enemies must have attacked.
No, that's not it.
It's not?
I'm not sure how to explain it. First of all, we're not looking at the ruins of our school here. Our school is still fine. Don't worry about that.
Well, then where are we?
Remember how I didn't enter the last digit in the distress signal transmitter yesterday? Well, there's an alternate timeline where I did punch it in. That's where we are now. A parallel world where I entered the code.
Everybody was completely taken aback. I could practically see question marks floating over their heads. Excluding Eito and Hiruko, of course, who were already familiar with the whole idea.
So if you'd entered that last digit yesterday, this is how things would have ended up.
The very idea that we could request rescue was a lie from the start. I don't know the reason why. But one thing's certain. Even if all of the numbers were correct, the system was designed to set off a massive explosion.
Wait, can you explain this timeline stuff a little more?
What does it have to do with the device in the lab?
All kinds of questions started rolling in. I cut them off.
I'll explain when we get back. We have a limited amount of time to return to our timeline. Now come on, let's get going.
Back at the lab, we put our leap suits back on. There were still 17 there, just like we'd left them. Hiruko put on one of the last two suits, and then everybody was dressed. Okay, that's everyone. Then, just like before, I guided everyone onto the platform. And then, let's head back. The leap was complete. We took off our leap suits and stepped outside of the lab. It was only then that I noticed something wasn't right.
Hiruko? What's wrong?
Hiruko had her hand against the wall. Even with that, it seemed like she couldn't support herself. Her legs seemed unsteady.
Are you not feeling well?
No, I'm fine. Just a little tired, I guess.
Hey! Takumi? Hiruko? Knock that off.
Don't tell me you're trying to make out at a time like this! I knew you were using this place as your little love shack! Get out of there right now!
Ugh, this is so draining.
Was the suit damaged?
Takumi, you go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Are you really okay?
How many times do I have to tell you? A servant's not supposed to act like he knows what's good for his master.
Isn't that exactly what they're supposed to do?
Shut up. Just go already.
I did as I was told and joined everyone else, glancing back a couple of times before finally leaving. It took a while for Hiruko to show up.
Huh.
Pardon the wait. Well then, let's get going. Back to the school, back to where we belong. Everybody, look, it's there. The school's still standing. Everything's just like we left it. What did I tell you? But you still haven't explained anything. That's right. You need to explain it slowly and clearly so even a brain-dead moron like me can follow. Isn't it time you told us what's going on, Takumi? Mistress Hiruko, tell us, tell us. Okay.
Oh.
It's going to be a long story, so bear with us. Hiruko and I told everyone about the timelines and parallel leaping. We told them everything, including why we'd kept it all a secret. Of course, the one thing we kept back was the matter of the time loop. We glossed over that and selectively revealed only what we were able to. It took a long time for the others to accept what we were saying. By the time they were finally out of questions, the sun had already set.
My head hurts after all that information, but it's fine. It all makes sense now. We basically went to another timeline where we entered the last number into the transmitter. If we'd actually done that yesterday, we wouldn't be alive right now. Thank goodness we didn't enter the code.
Takumi, you made the right choice.
You were trying to force him to do it. So were you, Lady Kulala. But why did it explode? Did that timeline's Takumi get the number wrong? Impossible. I'm certain all of our codes were correct. Even if he got them wrong, I can't imagine it would cause an explosion on that scale. Is that a Hideko line, or even if I got it wrong? All the manual mentioned was toxic gas. But then why? Why did it explode? I don't know. If I can say anything for sure, it's that there wasn't a poison gas in that tank in the basement. Those tanks were more than likely filled with some kind of liquid explosive. As for what set it off, Hideko shook her head listlessly. At least now we all know about the timelines and parallel leaping. Hideko, Takumi, you've leapt timelines multiple times, right? I'm so jelly. Yeah, I want to visit other timelines too. Sorry, but no. I think we'd best avoid that. Huh? Why? There's no happier timeline than this one. Here and now, all 16 of us are still alive. The same can't be said of the other timelines. Someone is always dead. Either casualties in defensive battles or killed by one of us. No way. You're kidding. So please, don't even think about sneaking off to other timelines. We need to stay in this one and keep everyone alive. That's what will lead us to the best possible outcome. After hearing our earnest protests, everybody firmly nodded in agreement. After our adventure, we all grabbed a late dinner in the cafeteria. Sirei and Nigo showed up shortly afterwards. They solved it.
Shizahara, just what are you trying to pull?
That massive figure is impossible for us to prime factorize. Yes, it seems like that was a red herring. There's no need to solve it, so you may as well forget about it now.
Say what?
I thought so hard I gave myself a fever. Our two commanding officers waved their arms around and pouted. Everyone desperately held back laughter, watching them out of the corner of their eyes. Early in the morning, Hideko asked me to meet with her in the classroom on the first floor.
Huh?
What did you want to talk about? The enemy will attack today. I have two things I want to tell you before we fight them.
What are they?
First, the commander coming today will be Dal Shah. As I'm sure you know, Dal Shah is a powerful foe, so much so that we have no choice of winning in a fair fight. But there is a way to weaken his power. Do you remember Zanshen, the commander with the power to absorb living organisms? You said that the first time you beat her, you used a poison created by Yugamu. And it was a kind of bioweapon created by analyzing enemy DNA, yes? It will work on Dal Shah as well. However, I haven't given Sirei and Nigo that piece of information yet.
Why?
I didn't think I needed to. We were supposed to have left for the satellite on day 85, remember? We were going to activate the transmitter and call for rescue. In the end, that rescue plan was a complete fabrication, so thankfully you didn't enter that final four. At any rate, I didn't imagine that we'd still be around to have to fight Dal Shah today.
You could have said something yesterday.
We didn't have time, and also... Hideko stopped herself, putting her hand against her forehead. She didn't look well. Could it be? Are you still feeling sick after yesterday? Is that why you didn't have time to tell them? No. Come on, that's obviously it. You should go back to your room and rest. You won't be able to fight if you... Shut up, I'm fine. Anyway, that was the first thing I had to tell you. What's the second? It's about you. Huh? Don't let your guard down in the battle today. Even if Dal Shah de-transforms, he'll seize on that opening and kill you.
Kill me?
Strictly speaking, he'll just behead you.
Oh, well, in that case, I have nothing to worry about. Are you kidding me?
This is a serious matter. In the timeline I know of, you get revived immediately after. But that doesn't mean the same thing will happen in this one, so be careful. Keep your guard up even if it seems like he's relaxed. Understand?
I wrapped up my conversation with Hiroko and we headed for the schoolyard. Everybody else was already there. Sumino Shizuhara, you're tardy. Were you making babies again? Oh, for the love of murder. How many babies is this now? Are you guys after sextuplets? I wasn't even in the mood to retort, so I just ignored them.
We've already finished our briefing.
Not that we had much to talk about. We hardly have any information this time. We heard that Dal Shah would be coming alone. And he's a very powerful foe, and that was about it. Don't forget that the defense system doesn't recognize him, so the alarm won't go off. And that's why we all had you come out to the schoolyard.
To do a visual check for enemies. I looked at Hiroko. She nodded in silence. She'd probably given all of that info to Sire and Nigo in advance.
Speak of the fucking devil, look who just showed up.
Everyone looked into the distance where an imposing figure was standing. God. Hiroko suddenly lurched forward. She looked awfully pale. Even her eyes looked hollow, like she might collapse any second. Are you okay? This is why I told you to rest up. Insolent servant, worry about yourself. Hiroko. Okay, everyone, here we go. Let's give our guest a warm welcome. At Hiroko's signal, everyone pulled out their infusers. No, there's actually one other time we hear about Liver Mortis, and that's in the Box of Calamity timeline. Specifically, we hear about it from the standpoint of...
I have less memory than a floppy disk, so maybe I'm mistaken, but... Doesn't this Dal Shah look like the very first commander we fought?
He's practically the spitting image. The two of them could do a mirror spot. Darumi, you know about mirror spots?
Stop your idle chatter and fight me. I have something important to do today. I don't have time to waste talking to you.
Then why'd you even come here?
I'm not here because I want to be. Enough. Let us begin. First, I want you to show me your strength. That's all? What a disappointment. I expected more.
What's with this geriatric monster? I heard he was tough, but this is ridiculous.
He's tougher than a stretchy udon noodle. No, tougher than raw spaghetti.
Damn it! What do we do?
It's all right. Leave it to me. Shion! I'll do something about him with my ability.
No, Shion! I forbid you from doing this!
Your prime directive is to build up energy for the final attack. You can't waste it.
Waste it? How can you call protecting my friends a waste? I'm going to fight, no matter what anyone says. Remember what Takumi said about me?
Shion is as much a part of the Special Defense Unit as any of us. He's our 17th member. If he dies, we all die. If we die, he dies. Our destinies are intertwined. He's one of us, an important comrade.
The same goes for everyone else. Because they accepted me as one of them. It makes me so happy. Happy enough to cry. I want to return that sentiment. I want to fight. For all of them!
Shion. Shion.
One after the other, everyone called out his name with tear-choked voices.
Fine! If you feel that strongly.
Mr. Shion, don't overdo it, okay?
Are you quite done yet?
All right, Shion. Take it away. Yeah, got it.
de-transform.
I told you, I have something to do.
What could possibly be that important?
Do you wish to know?
Be careful, Takumi.
Dalshaw disappeared from view. He was coming right at me, almost too fast to see. But I'd already started to move. I kicked off the ground and leapt to the side. I was a hair's breadth away from losing my head. I wouldn't have made it if it hadn't been for Hiroko's warning this morning. Dalshaw's blade grazed my neck and swung behind me.
A respectable dodge. It's almost like you knew what I was going to do. But you won't be so lucky next time. I've seen all you have to offer. The same goes for your allies. The next time I come, I'll snuff out your lives with all the strength I have. Farewell.
With that disquieting speech, Dalshaw vanished for real this time.
What was that all about?
It was as if he came just to toy with us.
And he said he'd go even harder next time.
He wasn't even fighting at full power just now?
We're freaking screwed! Not even Shion could do anything to him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't be of any use.
Don't apologize. You were very helpful.
And you tried to save us. That's all that matters to me.
You can't be saying shit like that during a fight. I couldn't see straight. It was messing me up.
Because you were tearing up?
I just had something in my eye.
You guys, thank you so much.
That old geezer peaced out, so we can celebrate for now, right? Time for the usual?
No, we shouldn't.
I think so.
Shion, you should join us this time.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Okay then, everybody. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit, best in the world, indestructible and undefeated. Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Everyone's voices resonated the same as always. Well, not quite everyone's. One voice was missing.
Hiruko, are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, on second thought. Sorry, I guess I am a little tired. I'm going to go ahead and rest a while. See you.
Hiruko stumbled away. I watched her walk further and further away, as unsteady on her legs as a newborn deer.
Up and out! Get prepared. Be ready to...
Come on, Takumi! Get up!
I woke up to the sensation of someone shaking me, only to find I wasn't in my own room.
Huh?
I'm in your room? Right, I must have been taking care of you last night. Looks like you passed out on the floor. Is your back okay? Forget about me. How are you feeling now? See for yourself. Do I look sick to you? She didn't. She had plenty of life in her face and a twinkle in her eyes. More importantly, did you just say you were taking care of me? I didn't do anything, really. I was just making sure you didn't get any worse. You don't have to thank me. Just consider this me paying you back for all the trouble I've put you through. Pervert. Huh? How could you sneak into a woman's room and spend the night with her without consent? You didn't do anything weird to me, did you? I'd never. Despite my aggravation, I felt relief deep down inside. Hiruko was back to her usual self, and I was happier for it. Well, fine. I'm feeling better now, so we need to get started on some tasks. Tasks? Dalshaw's coming again on day 93. We have to come up with a plan before then. Oh, I've got that covered. I've already asked Yugamu, Ava, and Kulala to handle it. What? I talked to them after the battle yesterday. I see. So this is the information you got from another timeline. Is it reliable? More than that. It's a guarantee. We have to do something. That much is clear. I just need to analyze Ava's DNA and formulate a poison that works on Dalshaw, right? The biggest hurdle will be trying to toss it into his mouth. That's where I come in.
I need to turn the poison into a gas and create a trap to release it. Will you do it? Of course. Why wouldn't we? I'll show you the greatest trap ever created. I am happy to contribute too. I shall offer every bodily fluid I have for the cause. We're gonna quit after this day. Did you tell the others too? Yeah, Sire and Nigo included. Not bad, servant. Just doing my best. I felt slightly proud of myself after being praised by Hiroko. Somewhere along the way, I'd even gotten used to her calling me her servant. Well, I'm going to hop in the shower, so can you leave? Are you really okay now? What are you going to do if I say no? Stay here and watch me shower? I shook my head and sighed. Okay, I'm going. After that, I ate breakfast and went back to my room. I stretched and unwound my stiff body, then went off on my usual rounds. Actually, we'll stop here. Free time. This is perfect. Yeah, I'm literally going to be out of town for the next 4 days. So no streams until I get back, and probably the day after too, because I'll be tired as hell when I get back. I'm sure. All right. Have a good one, everybody.